It's near Automata, so the eyes are also covered for that. But there's something about this that looks like a fucking wig, rather than actually something that looks good, okay? At least in Nier, she looks incredible. Let me find her right now. I'm gonna simp. Where's she? Nier Automata. Girl. I don't know what her name is. Damn! No, but she's also got the blindfold on. And if they made that, they would probably, Do you think Iris would get sued? Oh, shit! I'd get banned if I showed this to you guys, but fucking hell, that's nice. That's a good desktop background right there. But it's one of those that your parents would question. It's one of those they would question. Son? Are you okay? You should go outside more. Wait, these guys managed to get all magical? Like literally five mages. Share, search for Nier Automata, and the one where she kind of stands and you see her from behind, and her sword is kind of covering the region. Then you know you found it. Am I the only one who can tank? No, many can. I think I am gonna go for Shoguns, maybe? Maybe I can do Shoguns? Am I the only physical? No, I'm not, clearly.
Ooh,
I could also go Frostbite. You know what? Let's just go damage. Oh! The fuck? It has some nice sword sounds, this skin. Anyway, let's go.
Minions have spawned.
Fucking hell, Chad, look at this. What a prime example of his skin. Yo, get the sword out of the way. There you go, that's more like it. Look at that! Fuck, man, is there a way to slash zoom 100%? Slash zoom 1000%? No. Well, that's too bad. It is what it is.
Strike them when they least expect it.
The sword sounds do sound really fucking nice, though. As an achievement for looking at Tsubi's booty. Don't ask how you know. Okay. They made that an achievement, dude. I mean, look at the fucking hip wiggle that Nemesis has got as well. Her body is essentially static. Yo, Puffy! Thank you. My alerts are apparently very delayed right now, but thank you so much, man. Hello, Ram. Hello, brother. Good day, Matt. We just switched to Smite because we're going to be watching the patch notes in not too long. We're against the team where they've managed to... Aha!
We are just getting started.
That's unlucky. We managed to get full magical. Oh, well, they did. They managed to get full magical. And I was considering going some defense, but of course I thought, nah, why bother? And look at me being first blood now.
Get back here.
Look what I've got for you, Chad. I chose the skin because you knew you were coming by. We knew you were coming by.
Middle tower is under
So we took care of preparations beforehand. What's up, Power Hornet? Asa. You were playing support in ranked? Oh, man. What a tough day, Puffy. Why was it hard? Did you have to carry or what? Brother! Oh! Damn, Harry! Oh, shit!
Be careful.
I'm busy, mate. I'm busy. You must defend yourself.
Let's lure them out.
Nice assets. I mean, that's an angle that I can appreciate. Ah, damn, brother. Oh, really? It took 6 hours for demotion? Oh my god, I'm fucked.
done yet.
They deal so much damage. Me going Frostbound was a dumb idea. I didn't think it would be because I was like, yeah, I can latch on to them and they'll just die. But it's not happening.
Thanks.
And these guys are able to counter us quite a lot of different ways, aren't they? Nice, nice. Fuck, I should have stayed in there a little bit longer and healed. Okay, considering Persephone, I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Woo! Wait!
Yo!
I suffer thee no more.
What were you playing for support though? You're not doing Scylla again, were you? Oh, I don't have enough shield to do this shit. Fuck, man. We're popping meds like there's no tomorrow. I'd pop a med right now as well, but I feel like I should save it. Ah, fuck it. Let's just use it. They got him. Fences don't count in MOTDs. Don't scam yourself. Ah!
Get back here.
Alive? Oh. Oh!
That was insane.
It was insane. Never had a Penta in an
Strike
MOTD.
them when they least expect it.
Why is that Sedge? It doesn't do anything. You know what? Dying early in Assault, to the point where you can't even buy a tier 1 item, that feels bad. And that's what happened to me. Oh, really, Spider? Getting excited over a Penta that, according to Hyras, doesn't exist. What a world. You got a Penta and MOTD and gave them away? Okay. Oh, fuck. You should be proud of that, though. That's fucking cool. Oh, no. Oh, I juked that just in time. And I juked that just in time. That is what I like to call bad chests. I don't think so, Vulcan. Go, my brothers. Go, my brothers.
Whoops. Yes.
Yikes. Patches? Yeah, patch notes. There will be patch notes. It will be had. Oh no! Oh, they popped the shell, didn't they? No, wait, they don't have shell. How did all of them just get a shield? Oh, E said. She must be leveling up for free. No one does that. But I suppose this person does. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Let's lure them out. Behind us.
Fight is not yet over.
Persephone turning around, looking all confused. Here's a med. Yo, Reese! What are you doing? What are you doing walking away from it? You need it the most. Man, trust me, I sound out like that too, and I completely forget. At least you're the healer. You can heal yourself no matter what. You have to. I can't fucking dash. Oh my god. Hades Poseidon makes the ult cripple.
I need to save
Enemy has
That
been
shit is
slain.
nasty.
Retreat. I'm going for jungle buff.
Run, Tiamat. Run, Tiamat. Run. Do you want to live? Come with me if you want to live.
Follow me.
It's over here, guys. Wait, why does my special not work? Oh, because I'm deaf and I'm using the wrong button. Damn, movement. Coming right back to you. Tiamat is tanky too. She didn't even go defense. Wait, is it just that Vulcan is going tank? No, he said it's going tank. Then what? What am I looking at? So I should steal her protections. Little bit of damage. Damage. Oh my god, I thought I had my dash, man. Oh, anyone hit me so I can heal? Jesus.
You will be avenged, friend.
No!
You have been slain. My God. Oh yeah,
I can't believe that.
What more? I'll make killing spree.
It's probably gonna be worth it to go crit. So we can chunk these guys, because most of them are not gonna be tanky, so all we're gonna be looking for is just dragon.
That makes me sad.
Okay, go next on the song playlist.
An enemy
What else
has
do we
been
have?
slain.
Yo! Oh fuck, how fast is this guy? Oh my fucking god. I swear to god. What is that speed? What is that speed, dude? He just fucking... What is that? I don't know what to say. He just speeds up the last second when I'm near him. Look at him! What the fuck? That is some cooked coding.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh no, get out of here. This is not it. Hades is dead for sure. Nice, nice, nice.
Retreat.
Let's go for this then.
You placed my destiny.
You can't hit anything? Ali, go back. Dude, I swear to god, go back and look at what that guy did. He was fast as fuck. Persephone. I guess she mustn't want it. That's fine. I mean, oh, I guess she's dead anyway. Oh, now you'll want it. Oh. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, we're good at least. Fuck, this is hardcore. Oh, you did see him drift? Yeah, so it's not my fault that I can hit anything, understand? It's clearly because this Poseidon is using cooked coding to his advantage. Somehow. He's lagging up the code. And goes full Tokyo Drift mode. I think it's not Hyris. I think what's doing it is probably Poseidon himself. He's got black magic. I have so much damage and poke. Oh jeez, demand! Retreat! I'm sad.
Let's lure them out.
Persephone probably wanted to beg? Not there, I don't think. Did she?
Enemy has been slain.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I'm fucking dead. Oh!
I'll make killing spree, are we? Wait.
I bring ruin.
Oh yeah,
Wait. Is there any crit item that gives anti-heal now?
Enemy has been slain. So hot right now.
That gives crit. Crit that gives anti-heal. Shuriken. That doesn't exist anymore, does it? Oh, I'm so out of this world. Yeah, I'm out of this world, chat. What can I say? Okay, well, I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I'm gonna buy something entirely different because I'm smart.
That's, well, not great.
Boom.
Hey, I'm not Get back here.
We got a DB now. All we needed some attack speed and then anti-heal. Oh, so now we can go the crit item next. Steel Shadow Shuriken. Shadow Steel.
No, 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 no.
Bang, bang, bang.
Take this jungle buff.
Okay,
Chat, do you want to see a little trick?
be careful.
Look at this. Look how close you can get the fucking camera, okay? And then do a dance, like literally, I'm telling you. And you can get even closer than that if you want. If you're smart, okay? If you want to see all the details on the skin you're playing, then that is my tutorial on how to do it, okay? And use /toggle HUD as well. Don't look respectfully, Ali. I wasn't trying to show anything out of order. I was just trying to show you. If you want to see the tiny details that Harris is so good at implementing, then that's the way of doing it.
On the killing spree, are we?
The finest details. Retreat!
Retreat.
Fuck, we're not healing anything.
Sad.
Right.
Fell in 10 of you. I would so much
Persephone?
sweat.
Persephone? What you think you're doing?
Time to shine.
Little
Greatness
shite.
sprouts before me.
That was insane.
My guardian.
Thank God I was fast enough on the shields.
Now rampage and be careful.
I am sorry I'm never there with you and I go in and fight, but it's cause... Well, I actually don't have an excuse. I'm just not there.
Retreat.
Double kill. I'm not done yet. Everything looks
That's how we do it.
here. Triple
Chop
kill.
off his legs.
On the killing spree, are we? Enemy has been slain.
I'm actually here to fucking eat.
You're heating up.
I'm here to eat noodles. As if it was an Asian restaurant. I swear to God. Run, Tiamat! Run! Yeah,
You will be avenged. Get back here. Be seeing you.
sorry.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Can't take the heat.
Woo! That's what I call a calculation, baby. My math teacher would be proud. Thanks for the help, man. That's the bed. Do I like ramen? I've never had it. So I'd love to. What is Vulcan doing?
Your middle tower is under attack.
Give me that assist, baby.
You're unstoppable.
Where's my assist?
Thanks.
Where's my assist?
Attack.
He just gave up. Thank you, man.
Thanks.
Ramen less? Yeah, I wish. But cheeks clenched in that one? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Okay, good.
An enemy has been slain. Sorry, pal.
Some good ramen slaps. Ramen looks so fucking incredible, and I would love to eat it. But the problem is that I haven't taken my time to make it myself, and also I can't order it from anywhere. Not around here anyway. Maybe sometime in the future I can have ramen. That would make me happy. I deal no damage.
You will be avenged, friend. Be careful.
I guess it's time for us to go. Oh, really, Spider? Thank you. Thanks, man. That's interesting. Holy shit, he got deleted. And I got so much health. And we got a double kill. Oh my god.
Free, are we?
Nice job.
Sweet move.
How do I live? Delira, I live so far away that no one does takeouts in this place. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Looky here, Poseidon.
Be right back.
Well, that's unfortunate.
To shine.
Reduced to ash. 60 power? This thing is so fucking strong. I don't get it. Why does it give 60 power? Isn't that the most in the entire game? Oh, sorry.
Blazing energy.
We can go Shadow Steel now too. There we go. Just ride my bike there? But I live in the middle of nowhere. And even the towns that are around here are so small that all they have, if anything, is a pizzeria. It's not big enough for anyone to have moved up here, you know? Any proper Asian people that make that delicious fucking ultra cultured food, you know?
Hey, I'm not done yet.
That make it the right way, because I don't want some bootleg kind of version, you know? Move to Bosnia. Okay, sure. No worries. I mean, I could also just move to a bigger house, or big city, I mean. A bigger house, yeah, good luck with that.
I suffer thee no more. My fury is
Must be hell? It's okay. But I hope to move to a place that has takeout soon. No. She got shut down?
That makes me sad.
I deal so much fucking damage now. We're about to run these two noobs down. Are you ready? Oh, they've healed though. Huh? How do I get hit by that? What? How did I get hit by that knockup? I wasn't in it, I promise. And Hures won't listen to me. Why aren't they listening to me? Oh my god. Yeah! Ooh.
We'll just slow me down a little. It's alright, you got this.
Come to Brazil, we have food. Yeah! Brazil has it all. Brazil has food. Brazil has people. That's it. Brazilian. Smisken meal. Brazil has speech and internet. Damn, okay. Vulcan? Brazil doesn't have Vulcan, he's dead. I guess I could go 100% crit rates. I mean, I only have, like, literally, I'm only 70%. That's not that much. Compared to what it could be, anyway. We could also go Shoguns. Or some other magical defense. Because then I definitely wouldn't die. Oh, it's not even that I can afford Wind Demon yet. Bang, 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 bang.
Ooh, now we're talking.
90% crit. Nice.
Get back here. Woo, wait.
I have returned. Be popular in Brazil? Really? Okay, teach me Brazilian right now and we'll go. All I have to do is learn the language, right? I mean, imagine how great that would be. South Brazil. Oh. That's how, brother. Fucking undulated. Get undone. Time for you to get undone as well, he said. I'm sorry. Did you see all these crits I'm getting?
You're gonna have to try harder than that.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Boom, dude. Slam. Slammy. All we needed was more pen, if anything. But look. ESET mitigated 3,500 damage. And took 2,000 damage from 6 basic attacks. Jesus. That's a lot of damage, man. Does your co-worker know that you watched me, Dottie? That could be an issue. Demolishi. Demo, are you in chat? Just say hello in chat instead. Fuck, we don't have a lot of time left. I think we don't even have enough time for a game. Sadly, because that might have taken too much time. Yin yang bang bang.
Smite season 9. So if all that life happening kind of made you forget what's happening here, what this show is about, I'm gonna bring you all the best clips from titular month in Hi-Rez's biggest game.
Yes, brother.
This episode, I figured, why not get engaged a little bit more early on? So let's play a game, good or bad. If you guys are new and don't know how to play, I'm gonna pause a clip halfway through, or maybe a little bit towards the earlier section.
I was almost done.
See. It's gonna like go black and white.
I was almost done.
Here, out of nowhere.
I was gonna make myself micro,
and
okay?
when that happens, you get to decide whether or not the clip goes well or poorly for the streamer. Let's go.
Who is that? Guys, is this Snoopy?
All right, you jumped in. You're stuck, man. I mean, your hands are off the levers of power. There's no decision making left. You're diving. The only thing you gotta do now, audio? Land your abilities. That's the line.
Fuck? It's maxed. Clean, brother. Bad. Hazer. And then in comes fucking Achilles. Jumping out. Let me add chat to the screen as well. Where do we have you? There you are.
All right, you see like all these guys, 1, 2, 3. Jordan, circle them. You see these guys? The only thing they have in common is that they're not looking at Hazer. My
What the
man's
fuck?
freecasting.
Oh, that's true. Hazer's just attacking. What? They don't even care about him. Oh, here comes Achilles though. Achilles gives a fuck.
Oh.
Oh no.
My God.
Here's Thor. Okay.
Come
Boom.
on, I deserve this. I deserve this. No, I deserve this. I deserve
Oh my fucking god. His poor underlivers. His poor underlivers, chat.
Oh my god, this is literally the worst case.
Your portal's down, the jungler's on your heels. All right, what are we playing against? It's a Scylla, it's a Bakasura. Bakasura moves faster from the passive. Scylla does like a ton of damage. Again,
One that
you
lives
don't
underneath.
have your escape. I don't see a way out here.
Scenario. No way! What am I looking at? What just happened?
Yeah, what am I looking at, dude? I don't know.
What?
Is Baka lagging? Wait, also his Mercury doesn't know what he's doing.
Fantastic.
Steven, just hit a fucking auto, bro. Seriously, hit an auto, you donut.
The
Swerve.
3 time seems to be struggling a little bit. Maybe
The free
his reins are
timer.
weighing his, I don't know, mouse
Okay.
hand down.
This guy's dead, trust me, chat. Oh my. No. Oh my god, are you dumb?
Hey.
bad.
Content creators, undiscovered pro talent, casual connoisseurs, this is your segment called Community, where we like to celebrate hype plays, goofy mistakes, and all things Smite with those of you that make it all possible for fans at home. Rexy decided that he just is going to ignore
Thank fuck.
a core game mechanic, stealth. It simply doesn't work against him. I'm gonna go
Oh, I saw this one. That was fucking nice.
Look, I realize
This was in
Incon
Stereotype
is, like,
YouTuber's
the
video
streamer.
too, I
He's gonna
think.
be in the bottom right of this next clip, but
Was
don't
it
be
stuff?
confused. He is simply there to bear witness, just like the rest of us.
Still fucking cool.
Toad will be here. That'll do.
Wait, what the fuck?
This way.
Oh.
Left to our right. He's to our right.
Gilga?
Oh, what? No. No way.
Fuck. Wait, what? What? What happened? Yo, that was clean.
I actually call hacks on
That was fucking nice. Okay, that was cool.
There's literally no way.
But since we use some of Incon's content anyway, we might as well celebrate Incon with one of his own sick plays.
And it's still
Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay, let's see.
nice.
What is he doing? They're level 1.
Be a little bit careful,
They're level
but
2.
guys-
No, no, no. They're level 3
Nice.
almost.
Oh, I'm trying not to body block you. Yep. Okay. Shout out to the freaking harpy.
Oh my fucking god. How is your Mojo still alive, dude?
You're good. You're good. Dude, I kicked him into the harpy who finished him.
Oh man, I'm gonna be missing plays like this next clip. We're just not gonna see it in season 9.
That's good. Oh my fucking god.
But what we can expect to see in season 9
Oh yeah,
is
that was
some
cool.
wild tomfoolery like this. Keep your eyes on Weaken's HP.
Okay. Fuck, this audio is low. I don't think I can boost it. Wait, is there a Chrome extension that allows you to boost audio beyond 100%? Do you guys know? I think there should be.
Oh, I'm full health.
Also,
Holy shit,
until we
why
go
are you even
patch notes,
full?
maybe I should hide chat? I don't know. Does it get cluttered or is it fine? What do you think? I'll just leave it. Fuck it. Hey, it's not that. Just come
What
close.
the? What the? What the? My one just fooled me.
New season, new segment. This one's called Weirdos. And
sorry, I forgot to pay attention.
It's pretty clear what it's about. It's about Smite players being generally weird, be it esports guys, casual guys.
As long as you can hear it.
Even, I don't know, behind-the-scenes guys from the Smite broadcast.
Wouldn't it start to clip?
Keep your eyes peeled.
It would start to get distorted eventually.
Outside of Smite, I am the biggest weeaboo, nerdy party kid. If I'm not on my computer playing a video game, I'm either out partying or I'm watching anime.
Miffy brother.
Went to PF Chang's and Agro's explaining it. It was on Hazer's stream. Just watch. I can't explain this one. It's weird.
Dolson at a urinal in a PF Chang's bathroom one time. As he's zipping up, a bunch of hot mustard and soy sauce packets fall out of his jacket. He gathered them up and then looks me in the eye and says, "No need for Mr. Chang to find out about this," and slips one of the mustard packets into my back pocket, winks at me, and then pats me on the butt and leaves the restroom. Weird as hell, but yeah, he's a cool guy.
So you guys remember how Hindu has kind of just been like the savage, but I don't think the savage really does him justice. He's more so the destroyer. There's Baskin's keyboard, and now my broom.
Hindu.
You gotta follow the three-peats competing against each other, former teammates.
Oh yeah, he's also the guy that breaks the broom.
No! What happens tomorrow? That's my broom! I brought that from home!
We decided to have Tom F. Battinger back for literally one day, and
broom,
he decided to roast us immediately.
Do you know what corrupted arena the mode is?
I mean, I figured it's just arena on high-res servers.
Oh shit!
PBM said the thing. He said the thing again. He already said it once, but he said it again.
Fucking hell!
I would do it again too.
One more time, Mike, before we go.
You're telling me an alien wore this?
He said it again.
He said it again.
Three
folks.
times.
There it is. 3 times.
Three times. That's where it comes
from. So
from.
in the SPL, there's just this weird obsession around these players' pets. Dogs, cats, it doesn't really matter. We just like seeing them.
Animals.
But Barracuda's cat seems to have developed an ego.
Oh, don't.
Oh, look at the tail.
Don't say step cat. That just makes.
Whoa! Whoa! No! Get off! What are you doing? Get off my microphone! What? Jeez.
Oh, I want a cat now.
I don't think Paul is recovering very well from that loss up against the Leviathans.
You replay every Zhong move?
He's against Kali.
Sure. Bruh. And then, of course, his 3. And then his ult. And then that's Zhong Kui for you.
Disrespect,
was this
multi-kills, generalized violent debauchery.
I've seen that
Those
before.
are just a couple of things that can land your clip in
Either I
this
was there on his
segment,
stream
aptly
when it
named
happened, or I saw it
Bloodbath.
on another video.
Zatman picks himself up a stinky little 4-piece combo.
They released notes, I think, last night or today, and
4-piece combo, okay.
And they're actually releasing tier 3 content with the launch.
Oh my god, look at this fucking mechanical aim. Dude, why is the quality so scuffed, man? Oh, aegising against Ares. Good. Oh my god, the lifesteal. 70 health. Oh my fucking god, they keep coming. And Sabi's going in, and he's fucking fragging, and Cuckoo misses his ult. And Rama dies, and fucking Cuckoo can dies as well. Okay.
The 3-time may have found 4,
Fuck,
but
man.
Douglas of the Donut
Okay.
gets himself 5, and he does it in style.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yo, that was sick as fuck. Wait.
What
This is
the
single-handedly the
fuck?
sweatiest
I'm
arena
about to
play
salivate.
I
That
think
was
I've ever
fucking
seen.
nice.
All attack. Attack.
Okay. Fucking arena mains, dude.
Oh my god!
Oh god. Deicide?
Hunter players, I don't know what's going on with you
See you later,
guys.
Avalon.
Something's in your water this month, or Maybe you've just been drinking a lot of milk. Either way, you're just kind of dominating Bloodbath.
Mifflin doesn't like milk? Did he say milk was bad?
Just walk, man. Why are you standing there?
Rama. Wait, Rama with mannequins and transcendence and crusher? Wait, what the fuck is this build? Excuse me, maybe I'm really dumb, but that's some interesting fucking thing to go. Behind you, brother. He deals no damage.
Thank you very much for watching this month in Smite. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you want to be featured in the next one, you can get at me in the replies, the comments. Reach out to me on Twitter. I've got a business email. I don't know. I think there's probably a form
just to be sure, Woken.
as well. And
you're right.
If you got some hype clips,
I
we'll
don't.
get there, all right? I promise. That's a promise from me to you. Specifically you. I'm talking to you, Kyle, behind the computer screen with the headset on.
Yo, right Kyle. Now. Did you hear that?
That's it.
Where you at?
There's nothing left. Go on, click another video. Smite Game's got like a bunch of cool stuff.
Where the fuck is Kyle at? He was here not too long ago. He must have heard it too. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Matzy Pocket 2. I haven't seen him in a long time. He used to be my favorite streamer. I would watch him all the fucking time. But then we got on shit internet and I couldn't watch him. And now I don't watch him at all. It's weird. Cutesy Soul. Damn, that looks so fucking... It's really cute overall. But the body, I don't know. Well, you used to watch him all the time too? Matzy was fucking cool. Not that he isn't anymore, but... I don't know. I can't describe it, but it feels like something has changed. I'm sure it's that way with me as well. I've changed a shit ton as well. 8 minutes to go. Buff Aphrodite, period. Are you human? Humans wouldn't wish for that. Banria. Yo. I remember seeing this. This is fucking cool. We saw it like a while back. Damn, Charles the Art is also making some good stuff. Susano. Yeah, it doesn't mean he's getting a new skin though. To get rolled, Ellie. Did they only cycle through like 6 different art pieces? Oh, by the way, Chad, if you want to get some food or a snack or something, then now is the time. Now is a good time to go and get it. I'm also going to go downstairs real quick, see if I can grab something. And I'll get some mods as well. And then we'll be ready to watch patch notes together. Okay? There we go. We do not need another bakery skin. We don't need that shit. Yoink. Get Smiskin ramen? Please. I would love it. Okay, I'll see you guys. I'll be back in 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Be right back. And here you go. There you go. I got it. It's nothing amazing. Okay? Because we're out of the stuff that's actually delicious to eat. So guess what I got? Chat, what is that? Okay, this is called the breakfast. And it's dry as fuck. Normally you'd put some water in it and mix it up really good. And it would become porridge. But I don't have time to do that, so I'm just gonna eat it like this. And maybe dry, but fuck it. You know? I hope you got something good, guys. What did you come back to? Yulia, why are you doing that? Why are you pulling this face? It looks like bird food. Your menace on society? I wish I had something more proper to eat, but I just don't have time. I don't have time to get it, and I also don't have anything else. I need to go to the store, and I need to actually get some food. That's why. My mouth is gonna be dry, which is why I got my water. That's why I got my water. Oh, cute Amaterasu. Very, very cute. Are they showing different arts now than just the... Oh no, I think they're just showing the same. Not even fruits or peanut butter? I've actually never tried peanut butter. I don't know if it's good or if it's not. It probably is, right? Put the water on the oats and soften them. Ew, no. I don't want to eat soggy breakfast. I hate that. When people ask why I don't eat breakfast with milk, this is why. See, at least Dottie will be proud of me for this. Oh, that's actually really cool. Damn, that's well done. And they've drawn it using this. Peanut butter's good. Reese's chocolate. This is not the first time I'm eating this, by the way. So, you might think it's weird. You might expect a reaction, but I've eaten it many times before, like this. Spilled milk. Okay, 1 minute left, and we start on patch notes. Good stuff. Oh yeah, have you seen this guy yet? He's the guy coming out. Yo, is the waiting music going on or something? Since you're doing the PP hub? No, it's not, right? No, it's not. Oh, you are hearing the music I'm hearing.
Smiskin, may the puggies be with you. Dry oats, the breakfast of champions indeed. Praise the puggies.
It's better though if it's warmed up. Like it's good with water and milk. If you heat it up and actually make porridge. And just waiting for notes. Yeah, it makes sense. Birthday cake with nuts, peanut butter, and dark chocolate. That sounds unholy, but I can imagine it might be good, because there's some really interesting mixes you can do with things. And it turns out really fucking good.
Welcome to the Smite Update Show. This is 9-4. This is the day.
Wow, this is low.
Excited to be here. It's going to be a crazy show. We have balance.
Chad, I'm so sorry.
We have skins to show off. We have Yu Huang, brand new god, but we're just gonna dive right into battle.
Chrome extension
to talk about because this is the nerf
to
patch.
boost Twitch volume.
I'm not joking. This is crazy.
No, I can't hear either. I've literally maxed it.
AJ, you want to start us off?
I do. Thank you.
Oh, that's better.
Good to be back in the studio, by the way. Haven't been here in quite a long time. Haven't done a live show in person in quite a long time. Hello, everyone out there in Smite Land. It's good to see you again.
Smite
It's going to be so much better than sitting at home all the time and kind of accidentally talking over each other because of latency. Hold on, screen freeze.
You're so right.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Good
so
now?
today is a special update. It's not just because of a new god or because of all these fun things that Dandy listed, but this is a very uniquely done update, a complete philosophical change.
It's a big one.
And a massive number of individual changes. So what we're doing today in 9.4, the Jade Emperor update, is a nerf patch, as we're calling it. So
a nerf
we have
patch?
over 20, or like my final count, excuse me if this is not exactly correct, but 29 total individual gods being nerfed. Every single one.
What
29,
the fuck?
37 different items individually nerfed. That is including their glyphs, though. So like Ratatouille, both glyphs, that's 3 items. Also 8 relics, so that's 2 relics, all 4 upgrades. And 2 reworks in this update. We've been seeing
I don't know if this is smart or not.
Overall damage in the game and the pacing in the
But
game.
nerfing that much,
we
and
want to
nerfing
take
that
that
many
seriously. We want to
items,
take steps to address it.
it might not
Today
be
is
smart.
A big first step towards that. We started with looking at what are the most powerful, most highly prioritized gods in every class and every role, as well as every item. And we went through that one at a time, taking all of the top picks, all of the top items across every role, every class, and nerfing their
Gilgamesh,
generally
Achilles,
their base damage of one or two of their abilities, or the item
and
power.
Shiva.
There are some exceptions, of course.
And Basta.
You can go and read this on the patch notes. There's a nice, lengthy explanation of dev notes from me, as well as our scientific method, our process for how we worked through this patch. We know that people wanted changes across many things in the game, but Smite is a collection of individual things, so we had to go through them individually. So if we're going to go through a whole lot of things individually, we might as well have a methodology to it. Start with the most powerful ones, go through every class and every role, make sure we hit the most popular ones, most powerful ones in every role, and apply those nerfs. Let me see if I have anything else in my notes here. I apologize, because there's a lot to keep track of in this patch. I cannot memorize all of it.
Incredible how
they boosted it.
So generally our methodology was to evaluate the highest pick ban. So we're looking for the most participation from a god or an item. Then we kind of contrasted that with its win rate and its damage
Boost
output
the shit
or
items?
power value.
No, they're just nerfing
to kind
everything.
of determine the magnitude of the nerf.
Is that a good idea?
We did nerf item power and god damage
Maybe
whenever possible, but there were some exceptions.
Maybe
Sometimes
it's
some
actually
self-buffs
really
that might
nice.
contribute to power, or
Because
some passives
if
that
you
do
stay
bonus
alive
damage,
longer,
etc.
it leaves more time
there
for you to
also are some
outplay your
defensive
enemies.
nerfs because we wanted to kind
Think
of
about that.
We wanted to create this shift lower in damage, but we also wanted to bring everything down. So there are a few tank items.
That
also
makes
getting
sense.
nerfed.
Some of the
there
dumb
are also
ones, for
potentially
sure.
many characters that you might think, oh, this character should have been buffed. Like I really think this character could have used a buff. No, not in this update.
Yeah, it's like no buffs, right? Yeah.
Nerf update.
None.
So there was some gods we would have had some great buffs for, we think. We have some good ideas for them. But the way they're kind of getting buffed is indirectly because all of their competition is theoretically getting nerfed. If they are, competing with the gods that are getting nerfed today. So I think with that, let's get into it. We got a long list of things to go through, so let's move.
Yeah, that was easy to digest. I'm sure you got all that. If you didn't, the update notes are live now again with all this information. So we're going to really rattle through this. There's so much that we have to go through that we're going to block everything off.
Multiple
and we're gonna give
pages.
you the highlights of everything. So we're going to start off with some relic changes. So Belt of Frenzy, Greater Belt of Frenzy, Belt of Insatiable Hunger, Belt of the Berserker, Bracer of Radiance, and Greater Bracer of Radiance, along with Bracer of Brilliance, Bracer of Illumination, all getting nerfs. All nerfs all the time. What are the highlights from those?
So these relics are specifically the ones that provide team damage or power buffs.
Yeah. Good idea.
So when we're having concerns with the total damage output in the game, particularly late
I told
game,
you they were
we've even
fucking
seen recent
busted.
strategies where people are buying the level
I don't use Berserker so much because it's limited though.
So all of these items are being nerfed because of specifically their strong damage output buffs. This is a little bit different from the rest of the methodology, but these relics we felt were significant contributors to the burst damage effect currently in Smite. So these are just being nerfed across the board, all of them.
Good
will be,
job.
of course, like all of these items and all of these gods today, we'll be
if the upgrade's only
reviewing
10%
the results,
as well.
the data, the feedback, see
15,
how things
still
go
worth
after
it.
the changes and see if we need to adjust.
And they don't say anything about the movement speed.
Relics are
Think about
diverse
that.
and everyone can kind of choose between
The movement
different
speed still
ones.
might be
If this leads to kind of a
20%.
stale meta for relics, then that's okay. That's a different issue we can address later. This is all about power.
Right.
They're nerfing this.
So that's going to
no
be
one
the first
buys that.
block. Next up, we're kind of getting
No
into the
one buys
general
that.
mage area. So we have Rod of Tahuti, Calamitous Rod of Tahuti, Nimble Rod of Tahuti, Divine Ruin, and Spear of Deso,
And Chronos
all getting nerfed. And Chronos pinned it, you're right. all getting nerfed down.
Nothing pin items again? Probably in power this time?
I think those ones are kind of self-evident. With the Rod of Tahuti, we had the new glyphs coming into them. Obviously, Rod of Tahuti was a pretty high-stated power item. But then again, as you guys have talked about and as we've seen, some of these pen items, specifically Spear of Desolation and Divine Ruin, have not only had their flat pen, depending on how much we're at the moment, but they've also increased in power over time. So here we are decreasing all of that. Chronos Pendant, as well as maybe you don't see it as often in the high-level rank, but
they're not nerfing the pen, they're just nerfing the power.
And already over time, it's
Desolation?
gaining power.
Boom.
So we're bringing all of that down to the top
110
end for
power.
mage items.
This thing is so fucking
stuffed
for so long.
Most purchased magical item in the game.
Yep, it's good.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Did you say
that's not all
rubbish?
for mages. For those mages that like to move quickly and attack quickly, we also have Telkine's Ring and Ring of Hecate also getting nerfed, just like everything else. So, AJ, what's with the rings?
Yeah, smaller section here. Mage ADCs
no
are
one
not
plays
necessarily a big
solo
concern right now, but
like
they
that.
do
No
have
one
very
plays
high
these
damage out,
gods.
but they were very meta.
No one
only a
plays
short
these
time ago.
gods.
We wanted to
And
go
they
ahead
are
and take some top end,
trash
stats
already.
off of their items as well.
How are you going to make them better?
We're hitting everyone, everything. There's probably some things that people might say are going to get nerfed too hard or not hard enough.
You play
That's
Freya a lot?
That's reasonable. We're looking forward to that.
I
feedback.
enjoy
We're
playing
gonna
them as well,
learn and act
Avalon.
on that in the future. But
I
for
didn't
today,
mean it
we're going
like that.
all over the
Just
game.
that
So
people
Mage
don't
ADCs
play the
also
gods
getting
enough
some
to
nerfs, and
warrant a
again, Hunters
nerf
will be
to
getting
their
nerfs as well.
specific
Yeah.
items
Just
in the
because
game.
they're both getting nerfed,
That's what I
we'll
don't
see.
get.
Maybe Mage ADCs end up coming back
What
because
is
the
this?
competition gets nerfed too.
Sol gets played enough.
Again,
so
nerf
nerf Sol.
Everything that we
Nerf
read here, it's
Sol.
going to be a nerf. We're bringing it
No
all
one
down.
plays Chronos.
We only hit those 2 rings, of course, but if we look, we did talk about other
No one
mage
plays
itemization,
Olaran,
and there's a
really.
very high chance that mage
And no
ADCs
one
are going to be
plays
purchasing into one of the flat pen options or Nimble Rod of Tahuti, for example.
Freya.
So they're getting hit in multiple places.
Yeah.
You think this is
and
fine?
again, this is an iterative process. We're doing this. We're going to see how it turns out, and we're going to keep going. We're going to make this. We're going to take y'all's feedback and do everything we can with it.
But
So
Rod
next
of
up, we have
Tahuti
kind of
also
a
get
warrior
nerfed.
block. We have Caduceus Shield, Breastplate of Valor, Breastplate of Determination, as well as Breastplate of Vigilance, Ancile,
That's
Mystical
fine.
Mail,
That's
Bulwark
fine.
of Hope, and Hide of the Nemean Lion.
Fuck, this item is pretty.
A bunch of warrior items getting touched as well. And
Yeah, so we kind of have 2 or 3 things going on.
Smelly.
We have a couple of these warrior items that are a little bit of the hybrid ones that provide different stats and a little bit of power. Maybe more power than you'd expect. So again, going alongside with the patch, we're bringing that power a little bit lower. Now then there's the breastplates. Breastplates are going to be losing some of the physical protections because they don't really have much power going on
No
there.
one buys
but they
Ancile.
gained a lot of value with the glyphs.
Do they?
Breastplate is one of the most
Maybe they
popular
do.
glyphs.
You see
Obviously,
it
the
so
T1's
rarely, though.
Determination
Everyone
and
buys
Vigilance. So we
Shoguns.
think bringing down how
Everyone buys
strong they are
Shoguns.
based on their physical protections is going to make them slightly less
Bulwark
valuable.
makes sense.
Might
Thank
see
God
a
they're
little bit
nerfing
less
this
of them,
thing.
But we're still happy with Breastplate as a whole.
Oh.
Mystical Mail is going to be getting a change through its passive, which is effectively still damage across the board for the.
Finally,
for the
Bellona isn't going to be a scuffed fucking
absolutely
character that you can't
And
do
you've seen
anything
this
about
nerf
in the
Mystical
late
Mail
game.
adjusted before. We're going to be
And her
keeping an eye
block
on that
stacks,
one to
dude.
make sure it's still okay. Bulwark of Hope and other items like that, similar to Breastplate. As we talked about earlier,
You
power
should buy
needs to
this
come
in
down,
user
but we need to
one.
make sure that the
You'd
top
be-
end of protections is also
be
coming down a
unable
little
to
bit.
do
It's really
anything about
bringing the top end for everyone down, because if we just did power everywhere and we didn't touch protections,
Right, Deary?
we're going to probably lead ourselves into a tank
We are
battle.
nerfing power more than protection.
Yes, we are, absolutely.
Yeah.
But we're very well aware that we need to make sure that we don't just run around with these protection items just being the meta, right? Everyone's just picking up protection items no matter
And this
what.
hide change is real spicy.
And the hide change is the last one, which is something that you might not have seen coming, but from the higher level plays, we have a lot of these people saying
Buff
that block
Hide of
stacks
the
are
Urchin, maybe?
extremely potent, and yes, they are.
It's
The
a good
new hide
item, but
change,
no one
you may
buys
not
it
have gotten a chance
because
to play around
Gauntlet
with
of
it that much,
Thebes
getting 3
exists.
full block stacks. I guess
And
we
it's
have to
so
call them
difficult to
partial
stack.
versus full or some sort of
Yeah.
terminology.
Soft block stacks.
Soft
Soft
block
blocks,
stacks.
yeah.
We now have a new way of changing how much you're getting the efficacy of a block stack, right? Previously, you'd be reducing a full amount of a basic attack. Now you're getting a partial reduction.
Yeah, so entirely new tech that we could apply elsewhere too.
Yeah.
There you go. So if you guys like
Love
it, if this is useful, maybe we need to buff hide in case this was too heavy a nerf, because
Just play Athena.
Previously it was binary. You got a full
You're
block stack,
banned.
you had nothing. Now you're somewhere in the middle, and we can apply this more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible how changing things like this can give us new tech, and we're like, wow, there's a whole other opportunity for us to change other items in the future.
Yeah.
So really
Man,
exciting stuff. Next
I
up, we're
want
getting into
this
those scary
hoodie.
jungle assassins, keeping them from being, as
Can I
one-hit
buy
potential
them?
as sometimes they can feel.
Can we buy
and,
these?
We're doing that by touching the Crusher, Hydra's Lament, Jotun's Wrath, Jotun's Ferocity, Jotun's Vigor, and Serrated Edge. So
Stop touching its fucking attack speed continuously, man. What are assassins gonna do? Assassins are gonna stop using Crusher
that
now.
attack speed nerf is going to be actually targeting hunters a good bit as well. But it's going to affect junglers for sure.
Just
Hydra's
make it so
Lament
hunters
has
can't buy
recently got
Crusher
a big
instead.
change earlier this
Don't-
season, so it's a lot more powerful.
It's the only attack
now,
speed item
bringing
that
total bonus
assassins have
damage
access
down.
to, really.
Jotun's
That they can
Wrath,
use viably.
Similar thoughts as other
And
glyphs.
they keep
It got
fucking
new
it.
glyphs, and so therefore it got
Oops,
some new power,
sorry.
bringing it down. And a Serrated Edge is just like kind of the like catch-all
40 power?
jungler.
Doesn't seem
right
too
now.
bad.
Power, pen, a lot of things going for it. Movement speed, so we're bringing just
8
the
per
base power
stack.
down across
Damn, okay.
the base
Serrated Edge
and
is a good
the
nerf.
passive,
It
so when
needed
that all
that.
stacks up,
This item was
that's like
scuffing
8
strong.
total power? No.
Very good
2,
nerf.
4, 6, 11 total power even off that item, so pretty significant nerf there. A little less total jungler items.
Yeah. Hydra's lost
we did
5
see
power,
in a lot
Ellie.
of
What
our
are you
data
talking
and
about?
feedback that junglers from season 8 to 9 had smaller damage spikes than
You can feel it,
and also
but
were
it's
often
not like they
described
took
as being
10
a little
power
bit
away,
behind
you know?
in the total map farm.
They
So
could have.
junglers maybe got a little bit lighter nerfs here in the itemization, but as we said, still everybody getting nerfed, so they still got some, and we still nerfed what we identified as their most prevalent items.
Yeah, and that, again, that's the
You
thing.
can
Even
feel
if
it.
it's like,
Mhm.
well, they're not the most powerful, but they're still all right. Or like we
You're
want to
not
touch
wrong.
everything. We want to make everything feel a little more.
But I think it's a
sane,
fine
I guess
nerf.
would be a good way to say it. So yeah, some of those damage items, some of the top damage items for them, down just a little bit. Next up, we're going into the Hunter world. So for Hunters,
It still
we
works
have
like a physical poly,
Aussie, Atalantis
you know?
Bow, Wind Demon, Deathbringer, Envenomed Deathbringer, and Malicious Deathbringer. All of those getting touched as well. Clumsy, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, Hunters are
About
in a similar
time,
game, but there's also
but
a lot
I-
of cross-monetization.
I doubt this is enough.
Yeah, Crusher, I mean, even Hydra's Lament we're seeing on
It might be.
Hunters as
Yeah.
well, Jotuns too.
Atalantis
Deathbringer's
Bow
a similar
not
case with a lot of these
completely
items. In fact,
bloated
you might have seen
anymore.
a lot of these actually
Okay.
being targeted because they were probably a little bit too strong on their top end. You know, we chose items that were probably going to be prevalent in a lot of these builds. Deathbringer, Envenomed Deathbringer specifically is, they're all quite strong. So
Good.
there might be further nerfs there too.
Good.
But we also wanted to make sure that
Fuck, Clumsy has a nice beard, actually. It's really
In fact,
nice.
you might even see that they're not extremely high power focused. There are a lot of utility
5
stats.
power
There's a
removed
lot of
from
life steals,
Deathbringer?
a lot of
Okay.
attack speed, so we wanted to focus
Good
on
choice.
those. Aussie and Atlantas and Wind Demon, those are 3 extremely popular item builds right now for Hunters. So those ones definitely needed to go down in their stats. But if you actually look at them individually, they don't have that much power themselves. It's the different efficiencies that they provide to the Hunter. So that's why we address them in different ways. So Wind Demon, as a passive duration, you can say that's power coming off it in a different way. Aussie and Atlantis Bow with the lifesteal and the attack speed, it's powerful for Hunter in a different mechanism. But Deathbringer, one of the core luxury items, absolutely we can just take the power off straight from that.
I want these shots.
All right, so many things. We've gone over so many. We're moving into now the block that makes me the most sad because I am a Guardian lover. Guardian items, because obviously there's a lot of good Guardian items.
Please
as
go
well.
into
We're
the
gonna bring the power
Thebes.
down. We want to bring
Fuck
everything
that
down just a
item.
little bit so that we don't see, like they said, kind of that Guardian spike. Don't want to be constantly steamrolled in lane by Atlas, which is what I would do if I could.
Make other items
so we're gonna
viable to
see
start with.
Pridwin, Sovereignty, Heartward Amulet, Amulet of
Yes,
Silence,
brother.
Amulet of Stronghold, Celestial Legion Helm, Vamp Shroud, and the Mantle of Discord, all
So,
getting touched
so
from the Guardian.
50 health away
So
from
there's
it?
a few different sub-archetypes within this. So Pridewind, probably one of the most meta items. This shield also translates to the explosion damage, so this is a nerf on both regards, which is really good.
Good.
Sovereignty and Heartward just taking
Good.
small shaves of physical or magical protection.
'Cause they're strong.
Kind of as part of our overall net decrease.
AoE.
And again, they're taking smaller
Okay.
nerfs than most of the other builds of aggressive classes are.
AoE,
Celestial Legion
AoE.
Helm and Vamp Shroud are more specifically solo lane Guardian items, and those do have power that matters.
Oh, yeah.
And those are getting power nerf, both of which should be pretty significant because we're seeing solo lane Guardians be pretty prevalent right now. So the Vamp Shroud specifically is a pretty big nerf to a starter item. 10 power off of a starter item is pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So hoping to bring a little bit more balance back between Guardians and Warriors in the solo lane, as well as just decrease that Guardian damage.
Fucking
Mantle of
hell.
Discord is something that's good for everyone, so also a good one to nerf. Of
course.
That's
that
a
item
lot.
Just, brings a lot of powerful effects to it, so I think it's about time it got there.
I know, Brit.
Yeah, and
I
the
know.
interesting there, I
But
think that
they
Avery
should
touched
make
upon
it
is
so
that
that you
Vamp
can
Shroud's
go
one of the
different
only starters
paths,
that we're looking at
so that
right
you
now.
don't have it
But
ingrained
I
in your
think
build, and you
that's
have
something
to
that's
build
been
it,
really
no matter
important
what
to
game
see,
you play,
especially in the
no
high
matter
level,
what
right?
comp
We've
you're
had a couple
against.
of weeks of SPL play.
It'd
We're
be cool
seeing
if they made
Guardians
it
kind
so
of
that you can
dominating.
do
Vamp
situational
Shroud,
things.
we know is really a heavy hitter for them, and they're getting that right off the bat. Because a lot of these other power changes, we wanted to make sure would address.
This is good as well.
The mid to late game.
Very good.
This one was very
It
early
was
game
too
focused,
easy to toss one of these in.
This might address.
And then
This
just
might be a
use it.
problem for like Vamp Shroud for
That's
maybe
hard
the
to
other
do?
laners who want to pick this
Well,
up. Or
make
like
it
mid-majors,
stack
but that's something we can address
slower or
later time.
something?
We wanted to
I'm
make
not
sure
sure.
not to stifle what's
I don't
going
know.
on in like the higher level scene too.
Well, I think a really important thing here to note is that, this was a new process for us.
Yes.
Very new.
Ellie, this item was
We
dumb.
are 100% open.
You can toss it on any character without
Future updates.
Oh yeah.
any other thing.
So one of the things
If
that
they
Tom
are
mentioned,
a
this is
glass
the only
cannon,
starter item.
this
We
works
have been
wonders for
looking
them.
at starter items.
Too
We
well,
are
even.
open to nerfing starter items in the next update if we need to.
It's
if we
been
feel
meta
it's
for so
necessary as
long.
well.
It's so strong.
There's also conquest changes, which we're going to get into a little bit here. But our next update after this, the 9.5
See you later,
update,
Avalon.
is going to be a true conquest update.
Yeah.
With specific changes, map art changes, and mechanic changes to conquest. So going to handle a lot more things there. So as we're wrapping up on our items, just wanted to get that plug in again. That this is a process. We will keep moving towards
Are they doing
if
this many
this and
nerfs?
wants more of it, we'll consider doing more of it.
And we haven't even seen the guard nerfs yet.
And we're going to see.
Are they?
It's going to be really hard to
doing it
creates, right? We have a lot of
because they know Smite is dying, or because a lot of people have been
internally
saying
about
it, and they feel like they urgently need to make it like a massive change and take all the items and all the guards that are problematic.
So we do have one more item, not
and that's why they're just nerfing.
This is a rework. Yeah. This is a rework for quality of life and functional purposes.
What is this?
Wanting to make this item just feel
total scaling decreased.
This is something we had working on in the background. It required some engineering tasks.
Oh, this is such a good choice.
We still wanted to go ahead and ship
this
it.
is nice.
Ship it with a nerf.
So now it's not going to proc on minions anymore.
A net buff. It is a net damage decrease.
But so it's nerfed.
Gem now is only going to proc and remove the stack.
They said that at the start.
Enemy god, so no more will a random lane minion steal your.
Oh yeah, that they're nerfing that many.
Yeah,
I know.
Keep in mind this is the upgrade to the starter. Does not conjure gem the starter itself. That's functioning the same way where it's going to be hitting minions too.
This
correct.
This is this is live in 6 days, by the way. Oh yeah.
So, something to very much work towards as you get into this. So that's going to kill off all the items. That's a lot of nerfs we just went through. Obviously, we have the gods we still have to talk about, but I'm just going to reiterate what they said already. We said this last update notes or show, and we're listening to y'all. If there's something y'all want to be changed, share that feedback. Let us know. Drop it places. We're always looking for it. That's what makes this. We're always willing to try new things, and hopefully you can see that with this, because this has been crazy, absolutely crazy. So we're moving into gods now, and again, a lot of nerfs. Everything you're going to see is a nerf. You can check the update notes for this, but we're starting with Tiamat. So Primordial Onslaught getting a little bit of a reduction.
Yeah, we wanted to touch on one more feature.
Oh, that's true.
Before we move into gods.
A big one. This is exciting too. Diminishing returns. So actually, another. I guess nerf buff. It's a buff to diminishing returns, a nerf to a lot of other things. I'll let AJ talk about
we're
the
doing
specifics.
a buff to diminishing returns, which will mean a net nerf to CC in the game.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
What we're doing is that. So quick reminder: if you do get hit by a hard CC in Smite, you get a invisible stack of diminishing returns applied to you, which lasts for 15 seconds. It's relatively long, and that makes the next CC you're hit by 33% less effective.
Yep.
We're going to be buffing that up to 40% less effective. So. Getting chain CC'd is going to be less effective. We're also, there's a floor that which we the max reduction. Currently, you could reduce CCs down to 0.5 seconds from this effect. We're now going to let you reduce it down to 0.4 seconds. If the CC is already lower than that, it's not effective by this rule. But so in both of those cases, CC is getting nerfed. That does not affect roots and knockups. Knockups have their own knockup height that is not affected by DR, but does apply DR.
Doesn't affect roots, so not scrap, Artemis trap.
CC in Smite because you can dash and leap out of them. So those will not be affected by this. So
and
potentially, the root and knockup characters might feel a little stronger because everyone else's CC is getting nerfed. Also, things that are channeled or grabs or pulls like that are also not going to be changed by this. But they do a lot of those do apply diminishing returns. So big CC nerf, effectively game wide, and just another note that we will be reviewing the feedback from this, and we will be open to making more changes to this rule set in the future.
Yeah, and again, all outlined in the update notes, but a super important change because, again, like we're touching everything, that rule touches so many different reactions or interactions
so they're nerfing
within the game that we're excited to see how it plays out. Excited to see what change.
Especially gods that have multiple CCs in the kit.
The community.
So now we can talk about
challenging CCs.
Well, 28 today because I counted Shiva.
That makes sense.
Bonus. So
but would you call
god nerfs today?
So many pages.
We'll try to be. We're going to be a little quick just because otherwise we'll be here all day.
Would you call Artemis trap a challenging CC?
The designers will be able to answer any follow-up questions on social media as well as the community team.
So some of them maybe
a little Q&A stream later today or tomorrow, tonight.
Today.
So if you want to ask for more follow-up questions for more details on some of these, because we're going a little fast today, just so we're not here all day. But Tiamat was the first one on the list,
Tiamat,
right?
yeah, Primordial Onslaught.
This is her charge-up multi-fire projectile.
Yeah.
This is kind of her core damaging ability. And this ability can really chunk.
Yeah,
especially in the late game. The numbers don't look all that crazy when you look at them, but when you can get hit by multiple effects and those stacking with other triggers, like this ability hits hard.
Yeah, because you're obviously getting like every time she ranks us up, you're getting multiple projectiles that can fire. Because in the early ranks, it's only 2 projectiles. Later on, you increase the number of projectiles. It's just stacking on itself. Then there's a subsequent damage reduction, and based off this, you're gonna have to trust us that the numbers hopefully will add up to surmountable nerf for Tiamat.
The Tiamat's maybe a little bit lower in the meta than a couple of other gods we mentioned, but as we were mentioning, we're trying to nerf like the top 4, 5, 6 gods in every class, every role. So that's getting the top picks, and then even some of the picks that some of you might still perceive as kind of middle tier or like top of the mid tier, but you know, They're on the list still. It's happening.
Yeah.
The next god is
She's
very
still gonna hit
powerful
hard,
right
yeah.
now, so
Yeah,
but it's still pretty big nerf. 10 damage.
It's the right time.
10
yeah,
flat.
it's a good time for this one.
Base
You kind of
damage.
hammer on the nail, and that's Agni getting decreased power and scaling across both combustion and rain fire. So you want to get into that?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Agni's kit, he obviously after the changes we made to him recently, he kind of shot up.
And that's
both
in the
popularity
early
and
game
damage,
too.
And
Yeah.
that's with us the extra
Shaving
damage,
20
on the
damage off.
stun and the knock and
That's
speed
a fuck ton, chat.
If you actually have a look at the numbers, combustion actually does a whole bunch of damage. So reducing some of the scaling on that one, which is his passive ability, right? Which is just something he's getting on top of his other abilities, was kind of a no-brainer. And then the other one that hits quite hard, with a little bit of variance involved, is his ultimate, right? If you're going to hit by 3 different shots of rain fire, you're going to be hit by a lot of damage. So this change here is going to be honestly
and at that point
stacking
you're basically
depending on how
dead.
many hits you're going to be affected by with rain fire.
Yeah, and all good changes because constant damage being put up by Agni is insane, and being immediately blown up by the fireball.
Yeah, and he's a bit of an artillery mage as well, so he can kind of
Yeah.
do some of this from range if he wants to, which makes it even safer of a nerf.
Yeah, so good stuff to see. Next up, Persephone also getting some damage reduction and a change to Grasp of Death. So what's going on?
So she's getting magical power scaling decreases on all of her effects from the harvest ability, so the plants, both the initial nuke and the follow-up bite.
Yeah.
And then Grasp of Death is no longer going to apply attack speed reduction, which is going to make it much easier to break out of it.
Decrease
So
bite
effectively
damage.
a CC nerf on this ability that doesn't really have any easy durations.
Oh,
to nerf.
that's
It's all very,
nice.
it's all part of a very
Yeah.
scripted presentation, but now you'll be able to break out of it more easily if you get trapped
That's
in the
nice.
cage, which I think
Okay,
would be
that's nice.
a nice way of counterplaying Persephone.
Unless you're me and you panic and try to run away because you're like, I just want to run away. Never works, always die. Next up, Soul getting touched a little bit on some damage as well. Stellar Burst and Supernova. I mean, less fire in the game, I guess?
Yeah, exactly. Right, we've got Agni and Soul changes. Soul is one of those ADC mages that's probably doing the best right now.
Fair enough.
She can play mid lane very well, too.
Okay, so
mid-lane,
ult
she's
gets
obviously
nerfed
we've
and
seen
Hetsu
that
gets
doing
nerfed.
really well on the
Okay.
dual lane as well. Hitting her Stellar Burst is something, her main poke tool as well as her main wave harass tool. And Supernova was kind of a no-brainer as well with that ultimate damage. It's going to have a subsequent damage reduction as well, or the first hit's going to be the most important. So hitting that on the top end of scaling is going to be a pretty big chunk.
Indeed it will. And again, yeah, just less fire in the game, less chances for me to randomly be burned to a crisp. Next up, Scary Bird getting touched a little bit. Thoth, Hieroglyph Assault, and Final Judgment both seeing a little bit of decrease.
Yeah, Mage Pen buffs brought this god back real full force. He's
Too
still
much.
a very high skill god, so you don't see him as much in casual play.
15% per shot, that's good.
He can do quite a bit of damage from long range, right? You got to hit all your abilities, but if you do,
And
he
decrease
does
the
quite a lot of
cooldown
damage. So you're doing
reduction.
Scaling nerfs here on
That's
his core
really
damaging
fucking big.
ability. As I said, a lot of these changes pretty formulaic. We're looking at core
His
damaging
ultimate is
abilities
so
of the
fun
top
'cause it
characters
hits
and nerfing
fucking
their
hard.
base of scaling. Mages, we targeted
Tough
scaling a
nerfs.
little bit more, and then some
About
base
time, dude.
because mage endgame damage
Piss.
is very high. And
Were
we've
you
already
abusing
seen mages,
Toth,
because of the flat
Kieran?
pen nerfs again, fall behind a little bit in the early games. We're already seeing hunters come back to the mid lane a little bit, so you see a little bit more scaling nerfs on mages than some other classes. But Thoth, all in all,
Abusing
this guy
Toth?
this guy shreds.
Ah, wait.
He's getting nerfed.
Yeah, he can also see the future because that scream he does with his ult is usually the scream I do after he's killed me with his ult. So Zeus up next, also getting some nerfs. Crazy, bet you didn't guess that.
Top god in the meta right now, Zeus. Huh?
Zeus is a
Bye,
horror, dude.
aggro.
I love him though, honestly. Going into arena, throwing that ult, minty.
Is that aggro crying? I think, oh.
Yeah,
sorry.
true. Why do you think he's not here? Because he threatened me.
He said he could only present one Zeus nerf in a patch, right?
Yeah.
This is the second one in a row, I believe.
Yeah, he's recovering from
It's just
It's Zeus heartbreak. He's recovering
But I mean,
from.
I think
Base damage
everyone
and
is
the
aware
slow
that
as
Zeus
well.
needs some nerfs right
Okay.
now, which is crazy because he's not only good in other game modes, but he's finally successful in Conquest.
Yeah.
We've given some time to shine, but in the nerfing patch, Zeus is not going to be exempt. So hitting
Dumb
his
fucking
main two
character he is.
damaging abilities, Chain Lightning and Detonate. We've hit some of these before, but further hits on that. And I think the important one is we're also decreasing the slow on Chain Lightning as well.
Another CC
So a little bit of that CC nerf coming in. 30% to 20%, that's still going to be, that's a pretty sizable, you'll feel it for sure.
Yeah.
We usually don't go that much lower than 20% on a lot of these abilities.
No, seems
All
fine.
good stuff though.
This is good.
So we're kind of rotating away from the mages now. We're going towards Achilles as well, getting some nerfs. I feel like that doesn't even bear repeating. Gift of the Gods and Shield of Achilles both getting touched on, getting a little.
No one's
down.
surprised.
Right, he gets a lot of free stats from his passives, either
does.
protection or power, so both of those coming down.
Nothing is passive,
specifically,
okay.
We're a little more concerned about
And
power.
his
We hit them
shield
both just to make sure
bash.
one didn't quite take over the other. And then Shield of Achilles, his primary damaging ability.
Good.
We hit decreasing the long range damage. You might be looking at this and you might read it as a scaling change, but it is more significant than that because this
Surely
actually
Zeus
gives,
won't be bad anymore.
his distant targeter a 5% nerf overall to its base and scaling. So it's actually a pretty significant buff or nerf to the long range hit of the shield.
I think
if he still hits you close range though, it will.
I
Still
thought
be
this
the
is
same
gonna be high-risk gift to
So the word
humans,
buff threw me
or
out,
it's going to
dude.
be a
Totally out of whack.
disaster.
I know. I don't know why I would accidentally say a
But
word
I think
like
it's
that
not
today
going to be a
when there's just no
disaster.
reason to use it.
I don't think so.
Nerfing? I know.
Well, I
So-
said that some characters are getting buffed in a way.
It's a much
that
needed
their
shift.
competition is getting nerfed. Like I always call every Hide of Nemean Lion nerf a hunter buff.
Sure. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, you're slashing the tires of Hide of Nemean Lion. So next up we have Shock, horrifying giant axe lightning man. Rain Dance and Storm Call, both seeing nerfs. So what are those?
Yes, we hit one Storm God, we thought we'd hit the other. No.
Yeah.
So this one's actually a little bit different, right?
His
Because one of the
ultimate
things that we wanted to keep in mind of is we
Nerfing
wanted
his
to hit
heal?
power
Nice.
and a lot of these gods that are contributing a lot of power to the game. We hit items too. Another thing we want to look at who's just performing
Shaq.
quite well and who's high popularity. And Chalk is absolutely one of those. Maybe you're not seeing him in the ranked as much as or in the SPL that much, but he is very high up there in the stats. So we wanted to make sure we looked at this systematically, right, statistically, and that was he was part of that discussion. We didn't want to miss him on that case. So Chalk, he didn't. We also had to look at the damage that he provides. We're also hitting warrior itemization, and we noticed that Chalk's strengths aren't really in that. What we did notice is that obviously his ultimate has a lower than normal cooldown, so we brought that in line. I thought that would be pretty fair.
Right.
And his healing tick is actually pretty insane. So much so that Chalks are building Transcendence, and that is not a troll pick in the solo lane. That is contributing to his damage, but as well as to the crazy amount of scaling that the healing provides. So this was an easy nerf for Chalk there.
Yeah, I can
Scaling
definitely see that. I love that sustain in lane. It's one of the reasons that Chalk has definitely been kind of a go-to for me. So it makes sense to see it go, much as I like it. Next up, the Dropkick King Gilgamesh, also seeing some nerfs. Sunforged Scimitar, Winds of Shamash. This makes sense. I've seen a lot of him in my recent games, at least kicking me into or through walls and stuff. So, I mean, what are these gonna imply?
Rune
Yeah,
Scimitar.
this god is still very powerful. We've seen him flex
Less power.
well into the jungle as well.
Less duration.
Decreasing the duration as well as the bonus damage scaling for health on Sunforged Scimitar is going to just bring down his total damage quite a bit. That ability is probably his main, or certainly his main.
And he's
damage
ult.
output. It lasts very long. You can extend the duration, and just having basic attacks to follow up for a lot of damage after your abilities is really
decreasing
powerful on
the
warriors. So
slow.
bringing that down quite a bit. in multiple
Finally,
different ways.
50%
And
was
the Winds of
fucking
Shamash's ultimate
mental.
Already had pretty high scalings as well.
Yeah.
So
They should
that's
reduce it to
specifically
like
because the
30%
jungle
potentially even.
Gilgamesh is gonna be building a little bit more power. Won't be able to secure the kills as easily with that ultimate.
If they want to make a fun
trying to
game where you
push
can
it more
outplay the
towards
enemy,
a zoning and
then
control
having
ultimate
something
and
that
less
just
towards
locks
a
them
AoE
down,
nuke.
Yeah, that makes
and
sense. Lots
the
of
person
sand
that
in
locked
the
you
eyes
down
with
can
that
just
one.
fuck you.
Mulan up next.
And you can't do anything about
another character
it.
that I love to see.
It
Great
takes
abilities,
all of
but
that
no,
out of
I
the
get
game.
it. The damage has been crazy.
It removes the
solo lane
satisfaction,
fights have been
'cause it becomes
hard
so
to deal
incredibly
with,
fucking
so
hard to
cross-strike and
outplay.
spear thrust both kind of
And it doesn't even
dropping
matter
down a
because they
little
can
bit.
just toss a massive
it's
fucking
almost like
AoE
a
on you.
Yuri kind of thing, just because like previously Mulan was one that we've been struggling to buff constantly. We've had people saying like, okay, where's Mulan? All right, where's Mulan? Well, here Mulan is, and Mulan's definitely doing quite strong statistically. So I think everyone's pretty happy to see some nerfs here. We're going to be hitting two of our most damaging abilities, your cross-strike and
Whitney.
spear thrust. Spear thrust is also an interesting one.
Sorry,
because
dice.
You can hit, especially when it's
chicken
leveled up,
has
is you can
been
hit
choked.
a target twice. And individually, the spear thrust damage isn't actually that impressive. It's when you hit targets multiple times with it. So we targeted specifically the bonus damage on hitting the same target twice with spear thrust, because that's an easy way of saying like, hey, if you get hit by once, it's not a lot of damage. That doesn't need the nerf. You get hit twice, which feels like a lot of damage. That's where the nerf is coming in.
Yeah, and a good place to
That
see
is
it.
a lot of
So up next, Shiva.
power
done
removed.
a whole lot of good since they hit the battleground. I mean,
Shiva.
crazy amount of new plays. It's been fun watching all the highlights that have to do with this new god. But I mean, just like everybody else, a nerf is needed because a lot of power out of this one. So it looks like Pillar
Immune
of
to all
Dawn,
CCs
having a bit of a
except
change to the way it handles
stuns.
CC.
Yeah, Clumsy, you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. So we've hit a lot of
That's
we've heard a
nice.
lot of discussion of how strong Shiva is, and we've hit him a lot in different places. We hit him as well in the bonus patch, which already went live. He's a warrior that's quite strong. He's a little bit resistant to nerfs. I think that's a little bit obviously
Haven't
said.
seen much pro play for him though.
And yeah, and it's also pretty unique because he's probably performing.
Wait,
he
is this his
there's no
ult?
probably about it. He is performing way better in casual game modes
Oh,
than
it's
he
the
is in the
free.
high level
Thank
ranks and in
fuck.
pro play.
I thought it was
think
his
we saw
ult
him
for a
debut in
second.
the SPL finally after being allowed in, and he showed
being able
twice
to
in the jungle,
cancel his ult would
performing
feel weird.
well, I believe, in one of the games as well
That
as
would
in the
be
support
awkward.
lane. Not quite in the warrior lane, which is previously why we've been hitting a lot of his scaling. We did have the bonus balance nerf that went in, and one thing that you guys wanted to see a lot was some way of, locking him down a little bit more. So we introduced a new rule here for Shiva, which is that his Pillar of Dawn, which has previously been CC immune, is still CC immune except for stuns. You can now counterplay him and break him out of the ability by using a stun on him. It's something that we don't do often, but it's kind of felt thematic, because it would feel weird if he was still knock-upable, if he could still slip and slide on Scotty, but being a stun, that's something very intentional there, whether you felt that was appropriate. We're also obviously
They are
open
nerfing
to
assassins.
nerfing him more
Don't
if
worry.
necessary. I think that's kind of a given.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, as we continue to say, we're always
that
up
I
for
think they really
listening to
needed.
feedback. So we'll be interested to see how people work this new change into how they play this god, and see how it pans out in the battleground. Next up,
But
Bologna.
after all of these
as
nerfs,
featured
they
directly
would-
before us on the table, getting nerfed to Shield Bash and Bludgeon. So again, just bringing some stats down, AJ.
Yeah, Bologna's come back big time, which is
True.
cool. You know, we haven't seen her in quite a while, but she's
Oh
doing really
my
well right now.
fucking god.
Shield
That's
Bash
gonna
has
hit a
a
hard.
uncharacteristically high slow, I'd say. Generally, we don't put slows at 35%. Like, that's high for a warrior. So bringing that, shifting that down at all
20%?
ranks, and then bludgeon spin damage. Now, this is the initial warm-up damage. This is still a 10 damage base damage nerf, which is very similar to what we might do on many different abilities. But this is the part that is generally more confirmable, hits more of the wave. So this is going to take down her early game damage quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure. So that's
Early
kind of the
game
warrior section.
and late
now we're kind
game.
of
Good
rotating
choice.
into assassin. So again, the scary jungle jumpers that are leaping out and murdering me.
Who
at
do you
level
think,
2.
Chad?
And
Kali.
Camazotz is the first on the list. Hurts a little bit
Camazotz,
'cause I love
obviously.
Camazotz, but
Who
Bat
else?
Out of Hell is
Who do you
getting
think?
nerfed, and it makes sense because that ability is awesome and great to get away
Not a
with.
Wilix,
So.
because they're already
I
in
think you hit the
C.
nail on the head there, right?
Yeah.
You can get away
Cleena.
with it. You can use it to
For sure, yeah.
safely
Arachne?
attack enemies while up in the air where they
Thanatos.
can't really answer. We made the
Yeah.
quality of life changes previously,
Best
and
of
we've
for
had
sure.
to nerf him since. We're still seeing that he's quite strong.
Thanatos,
so
I don't think
kind
they
of
will.
reducing the top end of this damage a little bit more. Remember, it's going to be he has 3 different hits, so some of these
The nerfing is
numbers may look small by
late.
themselves,
This
but
is
you
a
now
big
can stack
nerf.
them
Yeah.
up.
20
Mid and
damage
late?
times 3, that's a big nerf.
Yep. And we noticed obviously that the level 1, the rank 1 damage isn't even that high. 100 damage.
Nerfing base
multiplied by
damage is
that
a
3, that's still not
good
that high for
choice,
assassin
brother.
over time.
Good choice.
So we lean more towards the mid
Nemesis,
and late game.
maybe?
Right.
Then they probably want if we're in
Cool.
doubt.
The next assassin kind of on the chopping block here is Arachne,
Cleena?
getting some
Oh,
damage
Arachne?
reductions across both Predator and Venomous
Okay,
Bite,
Arachne, yeah.
so
Yeah. and
Scary spider.
Now, you see, we didn't write dev notes for every single god because
Yeah.
it was just going to be a huge thing. And kind of glad I don't have the Arachne there, because having to put in writing that Arachne is OP, I know people would be making fun of me eventually. But instead, we're just going to talk about it here on the show.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Arachne is one of the highest performing gods in the entire game.
Yep.
Just by more
specifically in
lifesteal,
Conquest, at all skill levels. She
Just
does
by
very
double
well even at
lifesteal.
high skill levels. It is only
Oh,
in the
until, I
most
mean.
organized pro play that she tends to really fall behind, because she can really be countered and focused. But she is just an absolute solo game, ranked grind stomp god. So we did focus on 2 different specific things to nerf for her. Her passive, which actually increases her basic attack damage by a relatively large percent based on the opponent's missing health. So that just makes her basics hit really hard.
Makes
so this
sense.
nerf here might look like a small number, but it will really add up. And then Venomous Bite power scaling, because that is a deceptively hard-hitting ability as well.
Yeah.
People don't expect it's going to hit them so hard, but it really does hit very hard.
Okay.
Yeah, and what a lot of people underestimate about Arachne is that she's part spider, which is horrifying. So it just makes sense.
It's the fear factor, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it is the
that's
fear
an
factor.
added buff.
Again, mental crits.
And speaking
so-
of which,
And speaking of which, for horror, we have Cleena up next, our Halloween champion. Again, just seeing some nerfs kind of across the board. Banshee's Wail, Lurching Claw, and Tearing the Veil, all kind of being
Big
brought
nerfs.
down a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, Cleena's a really
a lot
interesting
of it.
one as well, because when she first came out, we saw a lot of people,
Is that
kind of
enough?
struggling to do well a little bit.
Complicated.
I think she
Maybe
has
it's
a very
enough.
high skill
I
floor,
don't
high
know.
skill ceiling. And then we saw once people got used to her,
Is
people
that
maybe
enough?
started realizing that it's harder and harder to get away from good Cleenas. Now she's, I think,
A
almost
one
like
and a free.
One of the top
in
gods,
the
yeah.
SBL.
Definitely.
She's one of the top gods.
5%
and
less
it's pretty
power scaling.
noticeable that good Cleenas with a bit of damage can do a whole bunch. So we're just hitting
Action.
a little bit of power scaling on pretty much all
It's a
of her
one and a
abilities
free.
there. If we need to hit
Banshee's
her
Veil
again
and
sometime in the
Lurching
future, I think
Claw.
that's not a problem.
Interesting
And
side
her
note about this
ult.
one is that it was probably the most
Boom.
requested nerf of why wasn't
There
it
it
in
is.
bonus.
Oh, right.
And because we were doing
They did it.
usually bonus is all the nerfs. But we couldn't put all these nerfs in bonus, and we
would be
needed to have
so
the update
big.
show. We needed to talk, so we kept most of the nerf. Obviously, we only shipped 2 nerfs in bonus, and they were the actual what we perceived as the number 1 and number 2 gods in the game, being Shiva and Bastet. Cleena was number 3 though in that analysis.
Yeah, close.
And we kind of discussed shipping her nerf early as well, but
Bastet is number 2.
we wanted to keep
She was
the
one
nerf
number
patch
1
really,
god in the game.
contained and all together, because also we wanted to bring all these gods down together.
Yeah.
We didn't really want to see too much shifting over the first 2 weeks. So apologies to those of you who really called it on the Cleena nerf. You were right. It was coming all along. It was on the way. We just wanted to keep this patch really solid, keep everything together, and make a big impact to the game all at once when 9.4 launches and the Jade Emperor arrives. We still got like 15 gods, 16 gods left to go?
Something like that. So we're going to keep
Let's keep
blazing a
moving.
trail. Next up, Loki. Behind you and Vanish. Both getting brought down a little
Okay.
bit. Talk about the Loki.
Professor Loki molding.
Clumsy, this is yours.
Yeah, go for it, Clumsy.
I would say.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no! Oh, I took the end of Cleena, so it is actually mine.
It's up to you.
I mean, Clumsy.
Right.
You know, I know. Danny knows. Loki is a burst god, right? That is what he does.
Very.
We slowed him down a little bit with the rework, but he's still very burst defined. He also has some of his best meta performances in the last few months since his rework, which I guess has been like over a year now, whatever. Time is a flat circle, but he's still doing really well. He's getting scaling nerfs to compensate for that.
Easy.
All right, so this one's for Clumsy. We'll do Tsukuyomi next. Dark Moon Shuriken and Silver Moon Caltrops, both getting hurt, both getting brought down.
Yeah,
lay it on.
keeping concise.
Tsukuyomi,
one of the, assassins that's performing quite well right now. Probably a little bit more of like a pub stomper assassin. He can do a lot of his damage from range and kind of use his ultimate to come in and cement that. So a little bit of that, we talked about how we're going to be adjusting power for some of these gods. Tsukuyomi's getting something here where it's adjusting his power.
Good fucking
his
choice.
Main, poke tool and jungle clear tool with Dark Moon Shuriken is actually going to be increasing its cooldown. 10 seconds is pretty low, and in a meta where it's probably been a while where cooldown is pretty prevalent for assassins. That can get really, really low, especially to the late game. And he's getting his range basic
6
attack
second cooldown in the late
bonus
game.
after that as well. So increasing the cooldown is going to be decreasing his power throughout. And then Silver Moon Caltrops is just going to be the ranged follow-up attack. Similarly, talking about those ranged follow-up attacks.
And he's still going to be good.
It's actually going to be reducing the scaling from that because a 40% hit for a bonus to an ability that already does damage.
He's just not going to be
is pretty strong.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and there's a lot of damage there. Plus, those Caltrops are just incredibly hard to deal with.
Legos.
Kira.
So now we're true Legos. Now we're kind of moving into the hunter area. So we got a couple hunters we're going to talk about. Starting with Amuz and Cobb. So the bee. Introductions to both Swarm and Stinger. AJ.
Yeah, when you think
Fuck
damage
this
in hunters,
character.
this is often one of the first ones that comes to mind. He's been an interesting balance.
Dumbest looking, ugly looking character.
Extremely strong, or nobody wants to play him at all. He's currently in the strong section of those two. We're trying to keep him, we're trying to avoid sending him back into the shadow realm like he has been in the past. But we are going to be seeing damage nerf on the Swarm, his key lane clear and key poke ability, as well as the Stinger,
Medusa
which again, kind of like the Zeus change, recently got some new utility, which is great. We're really happy with the way we're introducing some new utility to the gods, but it is very important to remove the damage. Gods who are relying only on damage tend to be some of the less fun to play or a little bit less or more difficult to balance. Introducing new utility and taking out damage is a great way to make the god more interesting, more counterplay, more unique applications, but that damage has got to come down, and that's what's coming down here, as well as that slow, which was a new introduction coming down again.
Yeah, and that totally makes sense. You want to, if the ability's one hitting, then like, oh, there's no counterplay, there's no
damage nerf, CC.
Yeah, Cherry,
damage
I
nerf,
mentioned.
CC.
Boom, good to go. Nerfing all the bugs.
I think so.
Next up, Apollo across the sky, decreasing some physical power scaling.
Yeah, this one's pretty targeted. It's going to be on the ultimate. Also, we got a little bit of utility on that a little while back, and we've noticed that kind of the difference between really strong Apollos and really weak Apollos is in performance is when you can get multiple channels, multiple ticks of that channel of across the sky, because you're getting the 5% scaling, but it's per tick. If you've ever seen someone get
that hits so hard,
you
hit
the
the whole thing
like that. If you were locked in place and you get hit by the entire thing, you're being decimated. So this is probably a pretty fair bringing down the top end a little bit of that damage from Apollo.
Sounds
good.
MC.
Next up, Hu Yi. What is it? Golden Crow, little brought down, little nerf.
I'm not surprised.
A smaller nerf. Ho Yi, we saw
this
a bit of his.
I don't even use this ability when I play Ho Yi.
A little bit, but he's always lurking there.
I don't even use that.
He's very good at high level, and he can do
so
really
it changes
cool things
nothing
with his ricochet and jungle clear. So Mark of the Golden Crow actually provides just flat damage increase on the person you've marked, which a lot of people underestimate the power of this effect. So we're only taking you down 1% per rank, but when you apply that to all of his abilities and the duration that the mark lasts on you, that is effectively doing a small base and scaling nerf to his entire kit.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
So good to see that. Next up, Izanami. Been seeing a lot of Izanami, especially with that skin that dropped. I feel like I'm seeing it everywhere. Which
people love that skin. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, we love it too. Glad y'all do as well. But it also is horrifying because she'll be invisible and then
10% attack speed shaved.
So Sickle Storm getting nerfed a little bit.
Yeah, Sickle Storm is it's an extremely high potent ability with that attack speed that's coming in. Even more so if you start building the Silver Branch bills on her. We saw a lot of Izanami, especially coming in before the T5, actually. She was quite a popular god, and even after the Tier 5. But around the time that we're even planning some of these nerfs, she was definitely one that deserves to be up there, especially because of her popularity. But we started seeing, the SPL coming in, high-level ranks coming in, stats coming in, and she was dropping off a favor. Don't. In fact, with the SPL, she was played, I think, more so beforehand, and
much more in season 8 than in season 9.
Way less now. So she definitely deserves to be on this list. It's a little bit lighter of a nerf, but of course you've got to incorporate all the other hunter item nerfs.
Right.
But that's that's
because she's a little lower on the current.
Yeah. So accounting for that. Next up, we're gonna have Medusa. Medusa, scary snake.
Medusa, attack speed reduced on her one.
Viper shot and lacerate both seeing some reduction. AJ?
So for a god that's actually on the top of the hunter tier list, you are gonna see here more nerfs. You're gonna see base so base damage to Viper shot as well as attack speed on Viper shot. The Viper shot attack speed number is huge, and it's a very
space
short.
Damage.
It only applies to those shots, so it really just kind of connects the combo there. So that's not the most impactful buff. That number was crazy. But the tick damage is certainly going to add up when you consider that base damage across, multiplying it times 12 effectively, because you got to 3 ticks and 4 shots.
And her free as well.
Also lacerate being her dash, which has recently got a lot of improvements, quality of life, being able to hit minions, being able to dash through things, being able to.
That's fine.
Wait, the anti-heal got moved off it.
Yep.
With that whole shift
she needed
buff,
it
we saw Medusa
to
come
be
way up,
honest.
so seeing another damage nerf here on lacerate, which a huge burst combo, right? She could hit you with this, so that's going to all be coming down.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, she definitely dives in on you, and you're like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm at the respawn screen, so I'll just hang out here. Good to see that happen. Next up, we're moving into Guardian territory now. So our Guardians are as well going to see some nerfs.
Thank you.
And we're starting with Ardeo. So the big half-lady, half-horrifying bear monster is seeing energy surge
Don't
and
let
heavy
Hansa
charge
see
both
this.
being brought down a little bit, right?
Yeah, with Guardians, like we talked about with the itemization, we've kind of got 2 different types. We've got the support Guardians, and we've got the solo
early game.
RTO, most recently, actually, is definitely favoring the solo bruiser playstyle. We're going to have those heavy itemization changes, like Celestial Legion Helm and Vampiric Crown, which should really help in the meta for Conquest. But of course, we have to keep an eye on what else we can provide in other game modes as well. RTO is definitely one that's up there. We are targeting her base damage across the 2 main heavy hitters for her kit. This is going to help her. This is going to hurt her in lane, which is going to help bring her down and her efficacy in lane a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit,
I guess,
not as punching to battle her out in lane, right? To box her in lane. So, hopefully she won't be as frustrating to deal with.
Just kill her.
So this next one, I had to cry off the studio for about 20 minutes before I was able to read. Atlas getting a nerf as well. Kinetic charge being brought down.
You know he deserves it. You know.
I know it still hurts though. So why?
I mean, Guardian's probably one of the most straightforward on the whole nerf patch. Every single one of them is getting base damage nerfs.
Yes.
It's that simple, right? We know we've seen the stats, we've seen the feedback. It's very clear. Some of them also have peppered in a few scaling nerfs if we've been seeing them flexing the solo a little bit. Or spoiler alert, gets to Bracken at the end who's building straight up full main. So there is some scaling nerfs across here, but Atlas, specifically this dash ability, doing a lot of damage, bringing that down. I think there was a couple different mobility.
Seems fine. It's not that bad.
That we brought down in damage because you're already leaping or dashing. That's pretty strong. We can take down the damage too.
He just wants to get closer to give you a hug. That's all it is.
It's a mighty hug.
You want to talk Guardian damage? We got the next god is ready to talk.
True, and the next god is Ares, and that Ares is having some shackles damage taken off. So,
nice.
Clumsy shackles are weaker now, I guess.
Shackles are weaker now. I mean, there's times where Ares gets into the meta. There's times where you can say
so they shave off 5.
His ulti is quite strong.
That's
I don't
fine.
think anyone has ever debated that the shackles damage on Ares is too low.
True.
So if we're looking at gods who are very strong,
one-shots people. If you just it's like one of the few abilities in the game that can. If you hit with all the chains
and you
hit all the
spread them out at the right time,
spread the damage
always
out.
remember to do that. Yeah, you can actually one-shot. I mean, I love to do it. I think anyone likes to do it.
It's a really slow one-shot, but
it's not that much damage.
So
come on, you can still kill if
who,
you're not bad.
Again, looking at all the metrics, looking at what's popular right now, what's strong, Ares deserves to be hit, and that's probably going to be a pretty hard hit for him.
Yeah, I can't say it's not deserved.
Not going to hurt his laning too much though, because he's got a unique minion damage. It's just his PvP damage, which I think is really good for him.
Yeah, so no more insanely slow one-shotting hunters. So next up we have Bacchus, Intoxicate, also seeing some decrease.
Bacchus is getting nerfed?
Yeah, this is the Guardian nuke, right? This one hits real hard.
The Guardian nuke.
Base and
that's not wrong.
On this one, just a noticeable amount. 40 damage in max rank, that's a pretty significant nerf. A lot of these nerfs are bigger nerfs than you might see on a normal patch as well. You don't usually see a 40 base damage nerf on a normal patch.
No. I mean, like we said, we're shooting for the moon on this one. We heard y'all. We want to give y'all what y'all want. We're really getting into it.
Insta
next
fucking
up,
head.
This one was teased 4 seconds ago.
If you had like a wind up, boom.
Shift, both seeing some nerfage.
Of a second.
I'll be honest. When we were having our meetings, we were talking about different cards that could be hit.
Yeah.
Kabrakan's one of those who I was like, okay, we were talking about Kabrakan, maybe it's a solo bruiser, and then I wasn't even sure how much he deserved. We looked at the stats, we looked at his SPL performance, and like, yeah, okay, he is on the list. We're seeing him mostly picked as a jungler right now. We're seeing a little bit of maybe solo, a little bit of support.
Ren is gonna be so happy.
I think he absolutely deserves to be on this list. We're hitting him in 2 different spots: the Seismic Crush and the Teutonic Shift. All base damage, damage and scaling. 70%, 60% I think is totally fine for a Guardian, even if it's a bruiser one.
Switch.
And he might need more nerfs after watching the SPL.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, the damage output recently has been insane, so I'm honestly happy to see it. Last but not least,
you don't
on the
play
Guardian
Capra.
section, we're going to have Cerberus,
Stop acting offended.
Paralyzing Spit, also seeing a little bit of nerfage.
Yeah, Cerberus may be a little bit towards the lower end of the tier list of what would be making the cut to get nerfed today, but Paralyzing Spit is one of the single hardest hitting burst abilities on a Guardian.
That shit
hitting
hurts
with all
fucking
4
hard.
hits. A lot of people think of 3, but they forget about the little snake. That's the 4th hit. It's actually 4. So it hits very hard. So we are nerfing that, and we already went ahead and did the math for you. It's actually 28 damage flat.
I see, Brid.
Yeah. And there you go.
Time
we
to
do
suffer.
math on this show, so it's incredible.
Let's do it together, okay?
Hold us to that.
We do a lot of math. We're game designers. We just don't talk about it. It's not very fun.
Yeah, mostly because talking about it's painful and hard, and I don't have enough fingers. So the final thing that we're going to talk about in the God section is actually it's a rework. It's just a rework. I'm just going to lay it out there. Erlang Shen. Having a lot of changes made, kind of continuing this trend of trying to see what we can change on a bit grander of a scale in these updates. And I'm just going to let AJ take it away.
Yeah, so I might be referencing my notes here bit by bit, so apologies.
They're doing a really fucking good job of presenting this, though.
For a God rework, we write out a very long blog post that explains a lot.
They could go through it a little bit faster, but they're doing it fucking well, honestly.
On the patch notes document. Shout outs to our recent design acquirer, Hi-Res Agro, who worked on this very heavily and worked with me
it's live.
A bit on it. And
it's first time it's been showcased.
So, great job. Feel free to contact him for your feedback and praise or complaints.
Praise.
Erlang Shen has had an interesting history in Smite. He was considered a little underwhelming by the general player base. He eventually found his pro footing in a variety of different roles in a variety of different metas, where he was just the best god in his category, depending on the time and place.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much never in the solo lane. And one of the things we also learned from the circuit changes is just the way the community perceives flex gods. We like flex gods. We want to continue to encourage flex gods. But specifically, why do we want to rework Erlang Shen?
Yeah.
And that is because he has pretty much shown over the last 2+ years of SPL data that he is
one
of the top junglers. And he tends to push out a lot of other junglers out of the meta. He was the number 3 most banned god in the Season 9 kickoff tournament, number 5 most banned god in SWC Season 8. He also had extremely high priority pick and bans in the beginning.
Let's see how good he's going to be.
Just a few weeks of the actual Season 9 SPL splits. So he's clearly up there for priority in pro plate. However, his popularity in normal conquest is towards the bottom of pack, number 77 out of 119.
Yeah, wow.
So he's really, really popular in the pro meta, but players still aren't picking him up. That's usually a good sign for a character for a rework.
Yeah.
He also way overperforms in his flex role.
He's
so
done
we love
good.
flex. We like flex.
Yeah.
I mean, you might not believe us.
More
but we try to earn your
elements.
trust back to prove you that we do like
Maybe
flex.
that's what it means.
But Erlang Shen was boasting over a 4% win rate increase in jungle
Hunter.
over solo or support, which is a huge difference. That's a really big buff. Trying to get those back. Really, the main goal of the rework today is to bring down his jungle a little bit, bring up his solo a little bit. We don't want to kill his jungle.
No,
we just want to bring it down and shift it over. So how are we going to do that? We want to incentivize players to max the spot weakness ability. This ability makes him really good solo laner because you're boxing. You're hitting a lot of basic attacks. We also are going to make the 72 transformations less of priority. He's going to be seeing a significant removal. The
physical
loss
lifesteal
of his CC knockdown
up to 20%.
on the turtle form that is being removed. Another CC change. A lot of players asking for CC
I wish they would
removal.
just show us instead of telling us.
Huge nerf to a god. So with Erlang Shen removing a CC and adding a significant.
Erlang Shen is knockup immune and slow immune while he's transformed into either animal, mink form.
Let's see.
Gets extra movement speed. After 4 seconds, the dash completes.
Yeah, literally, it is
That's
just
for the mink.
So many nodes, it's crazy.
I mean, I'll go
Total,
over
the ability no longer knocks enemies up.
The kit itself. So
Shield
Howling
is
Celestial
changed.
Dog is going to do less
Shield health is changed.
flat damage, but more damage based on target's max.
He gets
better
more
anti-tank.
shield early
better
on.
for being against other
Okay.
weapons.
Yeah.
Spot weakness
Howling
is gonna
Celestial
have less
Dog.
bonus damage and less bonus damage scaling significantly, so weaker power.
His
but it's going to get
dog
a new
attacks now?
component where it now gives Erlang Shen lifesteal, so sustain and solo lane.
Yeah.
And applies a stacking debuff that
It
reduces
can't
the
anymore.
opponent's
They fixed it, Tatsuka.
power.
Okay.
Which is really cool. Or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, damage output.
Damage output, yeah.
So this lets him actually cause opposing warriors to deal less damage. So he can even use this as a peel feature. There are a lot of ways you can do this.
Or me.
Unboxing feature.
Way more
I
utility.
will deal less damage.
Exactly, much more utility. 72 transformations is now going to be knock-up immune and slow immune while dashing. That's just going to make it a better dash, more consistent dash. We've been doing things like that across the game. Atlas was one situation.
And it's also
People really
slowly a little bit more comparative points to like Sun Wukong, who has similar things depending on which transformation he's in.
Right.
True.
Mink form is getting a buff now where it's going to get bonus movement speed. So if you do want to be aggressive and get that attack speed, you'll also get the movement speed so you can really stick on that target.
Smart.
Turtle is losing the knockup, the biggest nerf of the whole rework.
True.
And instead is going to gain protection scaling on the shield. So it's going to get a bigger base shield, and that shield is going to continue to get bigger if you buy protection items. So if you actually go full like damage Erlang or hybrid Erlang, you're going to be getting
It scales off
less
protections.
shield. And then finally, 9 turns blessing
From
is going to
items
increase damage mitigation
and abilities.
just to make him a little bit tankier.
Total protections?
So a lot of changes, a lot of shifts.
What the
All
fuck?
over this kit. We really
Chat,
wanna
I
see
don't know if you
people,
know what
one,
this
just
means,
be
but
more
Erlang can get a
trusted
shield
by
that's
Scott.
800
Two,
fucking
we wanna
health
see him
big.
try
Okay,
in multiple
I'm not
roles.
kidding.
We fully expect people to keep playing.
He has
in jungle.
300
That's
for
great.
each
We think
defense.
He'll be a little less competitive
Okay,
there. but
600.
hopefully we can see him show up in
75% of
solo or
that.
support as well.
500,
Wow.
maybe a little bit
That
less.
was a lot.
475.
I mean,
Boom.
that was so
On top
many
of the other
things.
event.
It was.
We were sitting around
Fucking
beforehand,
hell.
like, man, we're not gonna be able to talk tomorrow.
68
Plus
or
Bulwark.
something.
I don't know if
forgot
they
to actually
stacked
add it
up. We'll have to
Total
see.
nerfs.
Yeah, again, math on the
Fuck,
show.
that's a big shield.
All on the update notes live now. Go check it out.
Okay,
again,
that's
just
good.
a huge amount of nerfs. We really wanted to touch everything. We wanted to do everything we could to, take the feedback that we've been getting about CC about.
Maybe more like 700
double-sided.
shield.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
more
these
like
are
700.
double-sided. Yeah.
But that's a lot. And if you have cooldown as well.
So yeah, but that's gonna end the 9-4 nerf section. So all of that actually coming out next week. As I'm sure a lot of y'all know, we're in a new schedule right now.
Yeah,
so you'll be looking
exciting.
forward to this update coming out next week on Tuesday.
So soon, so excited.
Right around the corner, you'll be able to get to all of this stuff right away. I mean, the countdown starts
You're
now,
not
essentially,
gonna
but
main
look forward to
Erlang.
all of that because we're excited to share it. We're
Stop
excited
it.
to see y'all get into this. Now we're moving into community news. No nerfs in community news this time, so we can take a nerf breather. So first up, I just want to remind y'all about the Prime Gaming skins that are currently available. Currently, Rambo Uller is available for claim through Prime Gaming, so make sure that y'all are going and claiming that skin. We're super excited about it. We've loved this, and we love to see it in game. Following that, though, is actually we're gonna show y'all guys something new. A new Prime Gaming skin will be coming soon after the glorious Rambo, and that's going to be Shredder Ravana, Super Shredder Ravana. So we're excited to show that off. That'll be available May 5th. And yeah, it's another brand new Ninja Turtle skin that again
that
we're
looks
just all extremely excited
kinda
about.
fucking
Look
cool.
at him.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely
kind of
love that,
fucking
dark
cool.
Color palette is so good.
Fucking, his legs
So
are
super
swole.
excited. We're excited to have this in
Dude.
game. And
Mega swole.
yeah, it'll be available May 5th. My brain is like fried from all the nerfing.
Chat, what happens if you
FPL
unplug
news
him?
is also something that we're gonna have more of.
What
and
then?
That's just the SPL's going. It's rocking on. Make sure y'all are catching the games. It's been super exciting. Glad to have SPL back because. I mean, what else do you turn on while you're chilling in the
Fucking
afternoons
the
on the
thighs,
weekend?
man.
There's nothing else.
It looks
it's
like it,
constantly Twitch, constantly SPL games, and I'm super excited that we're able
What am
to
I
have
looking
all of
for?
that back.
Like, have
and
you ever
next
seen
is
chicken
actually kind
breast?
of a big thing.
That's
so,
what it looks like.
We put out a blog about this as well as the update notes today, so y'all can get into it now. But the Smite standalone launcher we're waving it goodbye with update 9.4. For those of you who don't know, that the launcher has been unavailable for a long time now, so people haven't been able to download it. You could still use it if you had it originally or had never uninstalled it, but it is going away as of 9.4. It's not going to be updated anymore. So
That's
if you
gonna
are
help with
using that, make sure
Smurfs.
you hop over
Good
to one of the other
choice.
platforms. This isn't going to affect anything
No,
for
that's
the other
wrong.
platforms.
It's not.
So Steam, Epic
They're
Games
the
Store,
ways.
Amazon Luna, you'll be able to play through all of that.
Why are they doing
with
this?
9.4 update, you will no longer be able to use the standalone launcher. So again, with the my brain just lost. Account sharing between accounts. You have nothing to worry about as long as your accounts are linked up. Everything is going to be available on any of the other PC platforms. So just make sure that you link those accounts up. But again, the standalone launcher is seeing its final goodbye with update 9.4. So for those of you who have used it, wish it a wonderful farewell, and we'll be excited to see all of y'all join on Steam, Epic Games Store, or Amazon Luna. So with that, we're going to rotate into a little bit of quality of life here, and also welcome our newest guest to the couch,
Luna.
Lemmy.
Hey.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh, Lemmy.
You should have seen it. It was horrifying. About 12 seconds ago, that couch ate.
For a second, Dottie, I thought.
That was scary. Glad you were brave enough to sit there, though. So we have a little bit of quality of life, AJ. If you want to go through that.
I'm jealous. You got to be over there watching the feedback while we were doing the nerfs. How's it looking? Are people happy out there?
Yeah, I think it's honestly a really exciting patch, and I'm hoping that everyone's going to get a chance to experience like all of the new shifts that are going to come from all of the nerfs, especially.
Yeah.
I'm sure that we'll see a lot of new gods rise to the top, new items, new builds, new strategies, and that's going to be the biggest exciting part for me.
So incredible.
I'm sorry.
Awesome. I know we don't have any Twitch
just
chat.
got
I don't have my
something
Twitter
stuck.
feed up. You know, I feel I'm blind. I'm lost.
I was about to say, Atex looks so fucking nice.
All right, first we got some
He looks
quality
like
of life things
such
to go over though.
a nice
First thing,
guy
I just want to reassure
that I
everyone
just want to be
that our
friends
team is
with.
working on the server connectivity issues.
I don't know why.
We've been still working to mitigate some of the resulting issues from an attack we had last week. We do have a significant performance fix going live with this 9.4 update.
Yeah.
But we're going to be continually monitoring
Performance
that,
fix?
Up to that. It is a high priority for us, but this is a very new type of challenge we've experienced.
Stuttering when you say it's high priority for you?
Thank you for bearing with us.
I don't
Improvements
know if I
are on the way and
trust
shipping with
this
the
chat.
9.4 patch.
I don't know.
Yeah.
In a more fun
Take it with a
announcement,
grain
we
of
have
salt.
the achievement avatar for 120 gods mastered, being Jade Emperor being god number 120. So that will be an exciting thing to get. Log in and make sure you master that god to get that avatar.
Can we see
Be
it?
We also
careful
have some
with
really
those
nice
Ryotes
quality of life
whiskey.
updates to the jungle.
Praise the puggies.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to
Fucking ate all of them.
Our Olympians.
You know how many
people
there
who are
were?
always advocating
They're
for
all
improvements
gone.
on that mode.
Giving us that
So we do
feedback.
have a new
consumed
area
them.
that'll be classified as the jungle. So areas where the god bots are, the fire giant, the gold fury, and the buff camps will now be considered jungle volume.
Cool.
So you can use items like protector of the jungle that will actually apply there now.
That
we
didn't
also
apply?
added a button spawner in the Tower and Phoenix area to spawn a titan. So you can fight and scrim against the titan.
Oh,
And we also added
interesting.
some HUD health bars. Those
Oh,
are
in
the
jungle
ones you'd
practice
normally
only.
see in a game. When you enter a boss area, there's an additional pop-up
Jungle
health bar
practice.
that comes
Yeah.
up. That'll also now work in jungle practice. And the final quality of life announcement I have is that we are now in 9.4. We did
Alicia.
talk about this a little bit previously, but we hadn't executed it yet.
Fuck's
But
sake.
in 9.4, we will start rotating the viewer store every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
As opposed to 4 weeks. That means you'll have twice as many looks at different skins to spend those free viewer points you earn on. But it also means that they will be there for a shorter number of times. So if you want that skin, make sure you get your
on
points
it,
or get ahead of it, because at the essentially so now going forward,
Just
every launch
buy
day,
viewer
there'll be
points.
new
Just buy
viewer
them.
point skins, and then every bonus day,
Yeah.
also new viewer point skins. We also
Only
have a lot of
6,000
bug fixes.
gems
I'm
for
not gonna go
10,000
through them all right
points?
now, but
Yeah.
please check the
Fuck
patch
it.
notes. Check those
Buy
out.
it.
Kitten of Doom helped me
Check
write
out.
these up, and she's just been working so hard verifying all those from QA team. And getting
It
them
is the
through
damage
getting them
to
through the system. So please
structures?
check them
Oh,
out. We have,
God.
quick shout out to our
They need
Olympians
to
for helping
boost
us
viewer
fix a
points,
large amount
for
of
sure.
localization issues in the Spanish language client of Smite, as well as some custom games, God Builder fixes, UI fixes, and gods and items. So definitely check those out.
Nice, good
So many
changes.
things. Yeah,
Good
that
changes,
document is
dude.
living and breathing. I look at it and then I'll take a sip of water and look back and there's 15 new things and comments and questions. So super great. A lot of info there. Love to see all of that. And that kind of goes to our quality of life. I'm excited now to hop into something
They should
that
buff
y'all
viewer
were
points
aware of a while ago.
twice
and
the
we're
amount.
finally getting into the game in 9.4, and that is the Streamer Showdown. If y'all recall, Season 9 began with a little competition that we hosted with Nexus called the Season 9 Streamer Showdown,
No,
where we gave
no.
streamers the opportunity to earn in-game cosmetic items for being amazing content creators, for rallying their communities. And this is the update in which you're going to see those things come into the game. So I'm going to go through the different winners here.
Fucking
and,
cheated when
we'll
it came to
kinda
this
show off
stuff.
a little bit. So
I wouldn't
third
even say
place
it's
winner
Incon's
was
fault.
Incon. So congratulations to Incon. He'll be getting an announcer pack in-game for coming in third place.
That doesn't
a huge
make any
triumph because there
sense.
were a lot of talented people there. Second place, you're going to see Weekend with a global emote coming into the game. So that's as well very exciting. Going to have the emote or the global emote live in game with 9.4.
Congrats to them regardless,
And of course, we
but
have our
third
first place
place.
winner, Rexy, who did an amazing job, really rallied their community. It was incredible to watch. And Rexy
Wasn't it
is
Avatar,
going to have,
Global Mode, and
several
Announcer
things
Pack?
in-game.
I still
You're
don't
going
get it.
to have an Announcer Pack,
Rexy
a board,
rubbed?
and
I wouldn't
an
say
emo
Rexy
bundle,
rubbed,
all
but I still think
available
it's
for
scummy
Rexy.
of Hyros.
An incredible amount of effort came from these creators.
Oh, so now they decided to give
see all
him
of the hard
everything
work they
instead?
did.
I mean, that's
And all of these will
fair,
be
but still a
claimable for
really
free,
bad solution.
with update 9.4.
If
Each of
Hyros
them
wanted to
has their
do...
own unique mission tied to it. So when you get in game, you'll
If
see,
they wanted
hey,
to do
I
a
got
fucking
couple new
announcer pack with
missions, and I'm
Incon, they
gonna
should
get
just
some
reach
really
out to him
awesome
directly
community-centric,
and not try to grind money
swag
off
that I get to
of
show
people
off
that
and
way
support my community with,
to get it that
starting
way.
in
I think that's
9.4. So again,
disgusting.
huge shout out
That
to
is
Incon, Weekend,
disgusting.
and Rexy for all of their amazing work and how hard they pushed themselves.
Just reach
and
out to
rallied
him
their
instead.
communities for this competition.
Don't make a
Super
fucking
excited to see
competition
all
and
of their
then
content
give him a
live in
reward that he
9.4.
didn't earn.
So make sure you get
You know?
them.
That's
Super
BS.
Again, I love shouting out our community because we love our community immensely. So now we're getting
Really?
into some of our skins. One of my favorite sections of the show. I love getting to see all these new skins. I really don't see them a whole lot before this.
Only
so
helps
it's
big
always
streamers.
amazing and
Yeah,
surprising.
it's
and
fine,
let's dive
though.
right in with a DLC for Zeus coming out with 9.4. This DLC will include the amazing
DLC
new
for
skin,
Zeus?
Almighty Archon Zeus, which is
No! Why does it look so
absolutely
good?
glorious.
Please look trash in
I mean,
game.
it looks
Please look
beautiful.
trash.
Archon
Please look
line,
trash.
one of our most popular
Dude.
lines of skins, and I love
Please
the
look trash.
Almighty throw, which is a little reference to one of Zeus's oldest skins.
Yeah.
Now he has got an Almighty Archon instead of just his old.
If this doesn't look
Almighty
trash,
skin,
I'm
which
gonna
is-
quit Smite.
It's quite
I'm
old.
uninstalling.
This is the opposite of that. This is cutting edge beauty and tech, and it is extremely clean and smooth. And I was like, I remember when Aggro joined the team, and I was like, yo,
Wait,
check this out. I
what
gotta show
the
you
fuck is
before it comes out. And he was
that?
like,
Why is that Dreamcatcher with
And
wings?
he's up to date with the memes too.
Why are
pondering
you
the
not
orbs are in
attaching the
card
wings
art.
to him?
Oh.
Wait, that looks...
I mean, Zeus always ponders the orb. He does in his base card art as well.
Okay, I don't get that.
He's been pondering the orb
At
before
least,
orbs were
what's
even
with
pondered.
Hyros and not
True.
attaching these
OG
things to the
Orb
characters at
Ponderer,
least?
So an
At least
absolutely amazing
attach
skin,
it.
And
Attach
super
it.
excited about it. I love that that magical back floating ring thing with the wings on it. I don't
See,
know
he doesn't even know what the fuck it is. He doesn't know.
It's an angel.
No one
It's a
knows.
biblically accurate angel.
It is
Obviously.
Obviously, we're always biblically
Okay, I
accurate.
don't
All right,
get
let's hear the voice line.
I
Well,
sense
touch me.
dark forces corrupting this realm. To me, my angels, we must eliminate all traces of evil at once.
That sounds like
And who's to
a
judge?
great voice line to play before assembling like an Archon team,
Yeah,
a
brother.
skin-wide team, and then
Can you build a full Archon team yet?
You
Not-
gotta be really
Nice
close.
Thanos
you
skin,
probably can build
right?
an angel team, but you might have like we got
I'm not
Ra
a fan.
and Zeus.
It doesn't
now,
look
so
as good as I
that's-
thought. But the thing is,
Yeah,
sometimes
the
it looks
Thanatos, the
worse in the
original.
arena map
It's a good troll
than
arena
it does
pick, if
in,
nothing
in
else.
actual other
really
maps.
We're doing that
pleasing.
later.
So this will be again a DLC available. It will come with 400 gems and the Stormbringer avatar. So make sure y'all are looking out for
DLC
that.
available? Fuck yes.
Next up, we have the Psychedelic Chest with the Magic Dragon Tiamat. I'm
Psychedelic
excited to see-
chest?
Oh, look at how
Whoa!
That's cute.
Yeah.
Does this one launch
I'm
on 420, or is
amazed.
it- oh, it's the day before.
419.
That looks
Yeah,
so
419.
fucking
Close
good.
enough, close enough.
Yeah. So
Those of you who celebrate at midnight or 4:20 a.m. you know.
exactly.
Oh my god,
For no
please
particular
look
reason.
amazing
But
in game
really,
2.
that's something different.
That looks
to
really
that
good.
takes it it's still cool.
that's
looking.
cute.
It still has a lot of detail because we did the
That's
the
actually
cuter
pretty
skin,
cool.
But I really like how this has the fairy dragon style. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
an archetype you've seen across many different games and RPGs, but it's something we've talked about a long time on the Smite team, and I feel like they nailed it
It's
with this one. The
almost
colors, the butterfly
too
wings,
detailed.
the psychedelic colors,
Oh,
the
but-
like. She has a cool, sleek look to her. You know, she doesn't really look like cute or silly, but she just looks cool.
Yeah, like pure elegance and like the changing
It is
colors,
very cool,
the like
though.
RGB
Yeah.
fins are incredible.
RGB fins?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a gamer.
She's a gamer
Pro
dragon.
gamer. So one thing that I have to shout out, or a couple
Like,
things
I'm
to
talking
shout
about
out, 'cause,
these
you know,
little
I'm trying
rings
to talk to
around
our
her
artists who
feet,
do
for
all this hard
example.
work
Like,
and
why does
stuff.
she have that?
And this has a really cool
They should have made
VHD
some
from what
of
I hear
these.
that causes even more incredible glowing.
I don't know.
So
That looks
make
really
sure you'll
good,
check
though.
that out in game. And there's
Oh, yeah,
also
and the
been
voice
some
pack.
adjustments to the sound to make it sound a little more trippy, but also based in nature. It's something that's hard to describe, but is amazing to hear in game. And,
Ayahuasca.
I guess let's start out by hearing the voice line.
Let's spread some peace and love and awesomeness.
And awesomeness. That's.
What?
I mean, I use that word too often.
I think
I've
the
been
voice
told,
is
so
fine,
I'm
but
all about it, and we'll be using
the
this
lines?
on Tuesday next week. Hoo-hoo.
The lines?
So super exciting.
It
Super
makes it seem so
excited for this,
cringy.
this Pro RGB game.
Or is that just me?
Next up,
I think
actually
the
some more
voice is
skins from
fine, but the
Heavenly Light
fucking,
event, which I'm super excited to
the
show
voice
off.
lines.
And we'll start with Shadow Bloom Persephone.
Oh my goodness. This is a sick entry into the shadow line of skins with all the forest spirits, and she's got all her plants and her skeletal
I can play Persephone.
friend. Oh, that's gonna look sick.
That is so sick.
A little darker take down that. We've been going more positive characters, more like good
Hello,
alliance
Irish.
Shadow Spirits, but this one's got a
Show
little
good
bit more
old
of a dark
Tremishka what
twist
you
to it.
got.
Yeah, the like wooden skull flowers definitely does throw that dark twist into it for sure.
A little creepy.
Yeah,
but
those flowers are
still
pretty
cool.
Damn.
Ooh,
Okay.
and it looks so. I love the
Looks
contrast of that, like,
good.
bright blue against the
That
dark
looks good.
undertone. It's such an amazing look. Ooh, and the braid game.
That's
yeah, right.
fucking
Her
nice.
hair is so nice. Wait,
Iris
can I do my
have
hair like
succeeded.
That? Like, someone teach me how to do that, please.
They made nice looking
That
hair.
is super incredible, and of course, as always, a
Not
lot
incredible,
of hard work goes
but
into
nice.
this, and we're excited to see it in game because just all of the different animations that this character has. I can't wait to see the ult. That ult is always it's such a powerful presence when it's flying at you. So let's do the voice line.
I sense the forest is in pain. I will catch these intruders and expel them at once.
I do agree. Vulcan, was it you that said the thing about
protecting her forest.
Smite voice filters?
Protecting
It's
her,
your fault.
Her forest and her flowers.
I don't know, man.
So don't go stepping on her
I
flowers,
don't
or
know.
you'll be
I
having
feel like they
problems.
go over the top
I hear they bite back.
when it
That's
comes
the
to voice
rumor I hear
filters.
anyway.
It's like
So,
20 fucking
next
different
up in the
filters and then
Heavenly Light
blend them
event is
together and then
another
they get
skin that
this.
I'm just so excited about.
Yeah, it's too
Crogfather
much, man.
Sobek.
Oh my goodness, this one is just. I mean,
Damn,
do I even
okay.
have to say anything? Look at how.
Fucking
He's just got all the
swag, my
We gotta have a
brother.
meme skin every now and then, and this one has been more of an internal
And the little
meme
boats
than
as well.
than a community meme, but just getting Sobek just dressed up and making him a crime boss to go along with Densbo and Kuzenbo just felt really fitting for him. And
That's
here he
fucking
is
cool.
with his very nice
That is
fashion.
pretty
He's got some
fucking cool.
jewelry going on, his sunglasses, his hat, he's chilling.
Yeah, that's a croc living his best life, 100%. I don't know how else to say it. And look at it.
Is
He's
he
got
wearing
his friends
fucking-
along with him. They
Those
look-
are his henchmen.
He's wearing crocodile scale shirt.
Oh my God, yes.
Where can I buy that outfit,
True.
baby? I need to know.
Yeah, if anybody wants to throw that at us, or we'll get it out as
Just
well.
someone needs to track down Anatoly for where we get that outfit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at the drip. That
looks
so
fucking good.
Oh my god.
But he's wearing crocodile
He's
skin.
got the drip. He's absolutely got the drip.
That jacket is incredible.
Okay, someone needs to make that jacket though, because come on, the gold on the back with the croc, that's so
Nice.
sick.
I would wear that. If I knew how to make things, I would wear that on the update
It looks
show.
like pajama
next
pants.
update
I
show.
like those pants with that subtle pattern. Like, that's my style. I think I could pull those off.
Truly a croc that knows what's going on in life.
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh. All right, let's hear the croc's voice line.
Everyone wants to be a part of my gang.
Good.
You think you got what it takes?
Good.
Hey,
Keep
I'm
it simple
walking
like
here.
this.
I
Just keep it simple
definitely
like
don't
this.
got what it
This
takes,
is nice.
But is that all right? I need the rotation to go one more time. It looks like that's a giant switchblade almost. Like it kind of has that handle. That maybe I'm wrong, but it looked very switchblade.
No, it's got that feel to it.
Yeah,
for sure.
a little bit.
It's supposed to have a crime boss.
What's a
inspiration,
switchblade?
So
Yeah.
that would make sense.
So
What is
also, I
that?
wonder how hard it is to get a pair of pants tailored with a croc tail hole.
It doesn't
anyway,
look like he tailored it at all.
yeah, true. He just made it work.
They all got to be custom tailored, which he would do anyway because he's that swag.
Exactly. So
Oh, a
again,
pocket
the
knife?
skin is about the money, and our design team definitely
Very long
definitely
pocket
put
knife.
that influence in. So you'll see that if you play this in game. Next up is Honorable Machina Tyr, another Heavenly Light skin. Oh,
Tyr?
so good. The Jade is immaculate.
It's
Very
like
new type of
copper armor?
set.
Copper armor?
Like you mentioned, the Jade, which is
Oh,
funny that it's coming out with the Jade
Right.
patch. I
Had
don't
to
think that
laugh.
was intentional.
Had to laugh there.
We have this ancient mech type of theme that we kind of ideated ourselves here at Hi-Res Studios that includes a lot of more fantasy and stone and
copper and
metal
jade.
that doesn't feel as futuristic. And man, Tyr he's got a really big silhouette with a lot of places to show off cool armor, which
Yeah.
works really well for this skin.
Yeah, that is absolutely sick. I love the contrast, by the way, of those like nice pops of the bright
The
yellowy
fuck?
orange. It's like a
It looks like a
perfect
child
complement
wanting to be a
that, like,
superhero
bluey,
and it's just not
bluish
succeeded.
green kind of metal.
And this was the best costume they
I
could
feel like
come
it's
up
a very
with
big,
when they grew up.
New twist
Hi-Res,
on the
this is a
ancient neckline, which
disaster.
They don't usually have as much color in there. It's usually a little bit more
That
stone
does
and
not
metal
look good.
feel, but then we really brought the
It
color
does not
alive
look
in this
good.
one, and I do not regret it at all.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here for this. That's great.
From the lost hand.
He's got
to
no
the
armor
orb
at
of
the
sword, you're
sides either.
totally
It's
right.
not
It's just-
connected
it
in
really
any way,
draws
so it
your
could
eye
just
to all
fall off
these
at any
focal points.
moment.
It's really
He's
great
got the
to look at.
floating fucking thing again
let's
that
do
they
the voice
never
line.
attached to the characters for some reason. He looked like a moth with this thing around and the fucking little moth antlers as well.
Not funny. Not haha rabbit.
Only you
team.
tier mains will get that one.
This is one of the most ugly skins in the entire
All
game.
right, so the last of the new skins coming out in 9.4 with the Heavenly Light event
And he
is
saw
going
this
to
in
be
Shab.
Bionic Demon Gilgamesh.
Bionic?
This is a brand new theme, new style,
Bionicle?
higher tier skin. This is a big one.
Mechanical demonic skin. Stop
He's
making
got,
mechs,
very
dude. Stop
new-
making
he's got
fucking
some random
mechs.
sets, some new things added on, but really what this is kind of a
It could be cool though. It kind of looks
demon
fucking cool.
hybrid
But still,
theme.
we've got so many mechs lately.
The two most popular themes in Smite.
That looks fucking cool.
How did we
That
not
looks
think of this
fucking cool.
sooner?
I mean, he's just got chainsaws on chainsaws on chainsaws, and can I say, for playing this skin in playtest,
That is
his
actually
auto
fucking
attack
nice.
sound is
Jesus
perhaps the most
Christ, what was the
satisfying
budget
sound
for
I
the
have
skin?
heard in
Like
the
$1
game.
million
It's got
or
the,
some shit?
revving of the chainsaw.
That actually looks good.
So good, man.
Nice. And he looks great. And he feels great to play. Confirmed by Lermy. You know that's a high review right there.
Yeah, that is high remarks, and I can definitely follow up with what you said about those sounds because the sound team they told me they're like, listen, we can't stress enough
copyrights?
how excited we were to really
Wait,
work
send me a
in
DM
those
on
chainsaw
Discord.
sounds to make
What does it look
as,
like?
as appealing and kind of rough too. They wanted that gritty chainsaw.
Oh, you can send a link in chat.
Demon mech noises, and they really did that and really worked hard for
So
it.
he's got an entirely new dropkick ability animation.
Uh-huh.
And an entirely new intro for God Lobby and entering into the game.
That's exactly right.
That is dope. I love when we do that.
You might see those extra appendages come in for the dropkick. Might propel him forward to kick you even harder in the face.
Oh,
So
well, he's got him. He's got to
the
use
extra
them.
shit
exactly,
that front
right?
skins
They're not there
nowadays.
for nothing. Let's go ahead and hear the voice.
They
line.
didn't do it on this one though. This is fine. Well, I guess technically he didn't need it.
Or blast them away with missiles. I can do both.
I would also say that voice works pretty well.
That's a man
that works pretty
confident
well.
in his ability to rip you asunder.
Yeah.
In various
certainly
ways.
He's Gilgamesh. He knows he can do it all.
True. It's well
A
practiced.
few more nerfs there, buddy, and we'll see if you're still that confident.
Yeah, true. We'll see if you still have that much life
The
in your
monster
I don't know,
cat
voice
skins.
lines.
Okay.
So that's going to be it for 9.4 regular update. Now, because we're in this new schedule, the way it's working with bonus updates is brand new, we're actually going to move ahead and show off the 9.4 bonus skins. So these are going to be live a little bit later, May 3rd, obviously not next week with the original update. But we wanted to go ahead and show them off to y'all, you know? We have a lot of cool stuff, and I mean, I missed my chance to show off Goose Yorm here on the show, and I'm not gonna happen again, because all of these skins that we make are fantastic. So these are more Heavenly Light event skins that will be coming out with 9.4 bonus, again, May 3rd. And the first of which is going to be Haunted Nightmare Chernabog.
Oh, he's sick.
Oh.
This is like my favorite theme.
Oh, this
by
is
the way.
the new one skin. Do you
We
remember?
need to make more of this
The new
because
one.
right here.
She
I'm
got one
playing
like
Chernabog
this
for
too.
this.
Death Knights. Yeah, very.
Please
fitting
tell
to
me his
Chernabog,
wings
and I love
actually
that we
look
get to
like
show
that.
Everything here at once, you know.
Like the
you'll be
ethereal
able
as
to
well?
see on the patch notes what's going to come out later, what's going to come out right away.
Shit, brother!
Look at those wings.
Fuck, that looks good.
So sick, little soul.
That's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I want to see more of that in the game.
As if Chernabog wasn't like scary.
That
enough.
looks
That's
badass.
just a theme that he does
That
so
looks
well
fucking
with, is
nice.
Kind of any aspect of
That
horror,
looks cool,
regardless of
Chad.
How it's approached. He really fits it so well.
I like the armor a lot. I like how they were able to keep him feeling light and lean and agile.
Fucking hell, and it's
even
unique as well.
Even though he's like fully armored like a knight, he still feels like, you know, he can move.
Yeah.
He can
No,
dip, duck,
nothing-
dive, dodge like Chernabog loves to do.
Nothing
he's gonna be out there looking
excessive,
good on the
nothing
battlefield.
excessive
Yeah, he's got the
particles or
three
shit,
S's that make
or
it cool
glowing
skin, at
things
least
that
in
don't
my
need
mind.
to
He's got the
glow,
skulls,
or
the
floating
spikes,
things,
and the
you know?
souls.
It just looks really good.
You heard that? The three S's of good God design.
It does,
You learned it
Naila.
here
That's
first.
fucking
let's
nice.
hear the voice
That is
line.
well done.
This battlefield is missing something. Perhaps all it needs is a little carnage to feel complete.
There's something about Hyris and the way
Missing
they
a
do
little
voices
carnage,
that
but
I
it looks
don't like.
He has it in droves. So super excited for that. The second skin coming in
Make
the
him just
9.4 bonus
make him have
Heavenly
like a
Light event
very
release
chill,
will
kind
be
of like
Demon
Geralt,
Hunter Mercury
badass
skin.
voice. That'd be
Okay,
cool.
second favorite theme. Very close.
What the fuck is
Very
this?
close. I love that we're making this like canon of like this school of
Geralt
demon
voice.
hunters between like the
Yeah, they're
Serket
trying too
and the
hard,
Bellona.
Alicia. I
Like,
agree.
that is
Morgan.
Just and
But
Morgan.
maybe it's because they have a
the
limited
teacher.
amount of voice
That's
actors.
So fun.
So they
And
do it
now
like
it's finally
this,
time to
so they
introduce
sound
the
different.
Male god into that lineup.
He's the bad boy.
So heavy anime inspiration.
He
here,
looks
but
like
with,
such a fucking
some
dickhead.
demon acquired
But
power-ups
that's
to his
perfect.
arms and,
Because he does kind of
you can
seem
see
like
that
it, you
even
know?
built into his anatomy
That's
a little
fine.
bit, his face. So
It's cool.
maybe he's using a bit of the power of the demons against them, right? The defense of the dark arts.
Ugly?
You
Looks
gotta
shit.
learn your
I mean, I'm not gonna
opponent
use
in
it.
order to take them down.
Yeah, he's punching the
But
demons.
it's an interesting kind of skin concept.
Oh, we did a Mulan skin that I think was kind of in this theme too, but she was more like a true villain as opposed to one of the
the students,
which was cool.
Instead of the puncher of the demons. So
he's the classic dickhead in an anime.
Played against the Mulan skin for full thematic effect.
You don't think that works?
Maximum demon
The hair's
punching.
bad?
And another cool
Kinda
thing
looks
about
like
this,
individual
and,
leaves
I love
coming
this
off
note.
of
Somebody
the top of his
specifically
head.
came up and said, they're like, listen, this is just an example of how our designers are always looking for the chance to sneak a guitar or guitar sounds into Smite. And that's something that you're going to see with some of the audio with this particular skin, which is I'm super excited for because I love when they do that.
Mercury is just such a fun god. You can kind of do some over the top stuff like that, and it just feels perfect for him.
When he uses his ult, he charges a fucking guitar and runs with it and like upcuts with it.
Super excited for it.
Then
Let's
it
hear
would
the
be
voice
fine.
line.
Please,
Not?
Cyrus.
Well, you better not slow me down.
Good. This is the kind of voice pack we need.
Yeah, he's the
Now we
bad
just
boy.
need skins that
I've
we
already
want to
beaten
buy.
you. Very edgy. All right, so the final skin coming in the 9.4 bonus update is going to be part of the Old One's chest, and this is Abyssal Slayer Onhur.
And her?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what the fuck?
Mercury, come punch, please.
Took the Cthulhu factor and turned it up to 11
Fucking hell.
here. And
What the
Honor is just a
fuck
great
is he
god
doing
for
to this
making
human?
Crazy, creepy monsters. Like we did the Oni demon, the last one, which was really different, really unique.
Yeah.
So
I thought
just
this is gonna
finding
look
that, we
good
could
in
do some
game,
really
or
cool
it's gonna
stuff with
look
this god. So he's a unique silhouette and body type.
the opposite.
You got the big ol' eye, the tentacles, the jowls, the spikes, the jaws, and yeah,
The
he's pretty
details,
spooky out there.
very
The whole 9
intricate.
yards. Not enough eyes, I don't think, you know?
Were those eyes on his knees?
Yeah.
His eyes? Why is his eyes not blinking randomly
His
though?
whole head was just an eye.
Sure,
I love mean, that.
They can do so much to make the skin
That
seem more
is
alive.
one big ol' eye.
Make the
I feel
eyes
like since
actually
we did
blink.
Cthulhu, our whole dark eldritch
The
themes
fuck
have
is
just
this?
keep going up in quality. 'Cause
No
the
one
whole
asked
team is just like,
for this,
oh,
but
yeah,
they
we
still
know the
made it.
assignment now. We're just gonna go far with it, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them an A+ for that one.
Yeah, I'm excited for the day that we get to the point where the skin is just an eyeball. That's it, just one eyeball. So yeah, let's hear the voice line.
This world has so many potent minds. I will enjoy bending each and every one of them until they break.
That's actually good for this skin.
Got a lot of
Even though I'm
villains.
not a fan of the skin itself, the voice works.
Demon Puncher Mercury has his work cut out for
Yeah,
him.
he's gonna be
Is it
busy.
Jade Emperor time?
That's true. Lot o' punching to do. So
Yeah, the voice
that is
works,
going to be
right?
the last skin for the 9.4 bonus update. Again, that'll be coming out. That's not next week's patch. That's not next Tuesday. That'll be in May, I believe, May 3rd. So keep an eye out for that. You can look at all those skins on the 9.4 update notes. There's no more bonus blogs. It'll be on update notes, so you can check out all of that there. And just
The fuck
super
is
cool
Ajax
stuff. A lot
doing?
of
He's
really
been
cool
sitting like
stuff.
this for a
So
minute now.
Now, of course, is the time for us to get to the big thing, the exciting new thing, our new god.
He fell asleep.
Yuhuang.
Yeah, he
Check
fell
out
asleep.
this.
Oh yeah?
For eons, I have governed heaven and earth. Man or god, each is heard. Their anger, their pain, and in their time of need,
Sorry.
I rise. So when the day comes that they ascend to the heavens, the rewards that await are not of silver or gold, but jade.
The Fire Emperor? No, the Jade Emperor. I've already seen this, so that's why I don't seem like incredibly amazed. I think it looks fucking good, let me be honest.
So crazy.
But I've already seen it.
Every time. So Yuhuang, a brand new addition to Smite, joining the battleground
Yuhuang?
again. Only 1 week. Next Tuesday. I mean, less than a week. That's 6 days. That's
That is
incredible.
so
Lemmy's
soon.
first guy.
So
Looks
super
fucking
excited to
good.
talk about this. Super excited to get into it. I mean,
Medusa.
let's just start off by talking about
Yeah,
Yuhuang.
brother.
What was kind of the inspiration behind this choice?
Well, I'll start with a little bit, and then I'll let Lermy explain some more. This is a god that's just been very highly requested from the Smite community for a long time. He's often considered the leader of the entire Chinese pantheon. He kind of crosses into multiple different mythologies. Between there's kind of Chinese folklore. There's also more Taoism, which we lean into a lot with this kit, which is really cool. It's a kind of entirely new mythology for us to explore. The Jade Emperor is often seen as the the supreme sovereign, the leader of all of those gods. So definitely something we wanted to bring about to the game. We haven't had a mage since Morgan Le Fay last year. We've had every other class since then.
He's a mage.
So it was due for that time for Yu Huang, and he's got a really interesting kit and a lot of interesting mythology. So Lermy can go ahead and give you a little bit more on his lore background as well as the goals for the general gameplay of the kit before we go and show off the kit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so a quick rundown. Yu Huang was born into a noble family. He was a very benevolent guy. He would go around and make sure that everyone was doing okay, making sure that everyone was taken care of in his community. And so eventually he basically wanted to see how he could do more. And so one of the ways to do that was he needed to get attuned with Tao. And so that was basically kind of thought of as like the energy of the universe, how the balance of nature and man kind of interact with each other. And so he spent millions of years, millennia, meditating and getting attuned to the Tao to be able to, get some more power, basically. So as soon as he felt like he was ready, he basically left his meditation and then gained what is called golden immortality. So this basically is what created him as his godly status. And then after that, he basically was up in heaven doing a lot of good things for people. But eventually, this big bad demon lord came around, but the gods were not strong enough to defeat him. So Yu Huang once again needed to go back into meditation, complete 3,200 trials. That is 3,200 trials. And each of these trials, again, took millennia. So this guy took a very, very long time to gain all of this power. But once he was finally complete, he had ascended to this status as the Jade Emperor. He came back, vanquished the demons, and basically saved the Chinese pantheon. So they all kind of collectively thought that he should become the Emperor, the great sovereign. So again, that's kind of just how he attained that status. And then from then on out, he became
the dragon isn't him though,
and had a lot of really interesting interactions with
that's
a lot of
not him. That's water dragon.
You'll see a lot about Wukong, Erlang Shen, Naja, Alquan,
I can see that
because it's blue. His voice lines in some way. So there's a lot of really fun, small little details that you'll see here and there with a little bit of his character.
I feel like the theme of this patch show is how much incredible information there is, and that's just so cool.
I know,
I knew a little bit about Yu Huang going into this, but
I want to see him, man.
That's an incredible amount of time to spend meditating. I can barely wait for a burrito in the microwave.
We got the sleepers and we got the note takers.
Like, I love the look, the presentation, the lore is there. Y'all want to hop in game and look at the kit?
I'm a sleeper.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be the big point of.
That's what everyone's here to see.
Yeah, that's
what we're here
for.
to see. Well, let's do it.
Yeah, but if we're looking at looking here, we definitely were
he looks a little stiff.
Inspired a lot by very traditional Chinese emperors and how they presented themselves. So we did, have a little bit of a back and forth between should we go a little bit more fantasy, a little bit more realistic. We eventually decided, okay, a little bit more fantasy feels right for Smite. So again, we still have a lot of references to really regal things.
Damn, okay,
other,
brother.
Emperor status
he doesn't look stiff anymore.
One of the biggest items that you'll see is his very
now he looks
crown,
natural
which is called
in how he
It
stands.
has 12 beads on it, and so that is a very important number
12
to emperors. It is
beads?
basically representative of the 12 symbols of the emperor, so that can range from like dragons and phoenixes to other smaller natural things. And of course, you've got to check out this humongous, beautiful jade back piece, which
that is so amazing.
It
that looks fucking
perfectly
nice.
symbolizes the balance between yin and yang, between the phoenix on the bottom there, and on the top we've got the dragon. And that just really shows how the Emperor is in complete control
stop moving.
of Tao and making sure that he is just ready to go at a moment's notice.
I want that back piece like as a center on the set.
That looks kind of cool, though.
That's so beautiful.
That would be sick. That would be really sick.
Doesn't he walk like Changa a little bit?
He's got the kind of the floating walk style, which we've used in a few gods like Hera and Thoth.
Kind of reminds me of Changa.
We didn't really want him running.
He also walks in a very relaxed way.
The beads also on his crown are symbolic, and keeping them still is to show the calm
Hera
and
walk?
grace of
Oh,
Emperor
Hera!
Yes!
It looks like Hera!
They stay nice and gentle and smooth. And he moves that way.
It looks like fucking Hera the walk.
Very magical and very uplifting with his abilities.
It literally is.
His teammates. And
exactly
kind of
the same.
That rewards you for patience a little bit to kind of really dial into the meditation themes of his lore. Any more general things to add before we go ahead and just do the full show?
Yeah, I guess just be ready for some references to a lot of the small things within his lore, like again the phoenix and the dragons. You'll be seeing some of them soon.
Oh yeah.
All right, well then let's see the kit.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Run the kit.
Let's see it. His one. Huh?
That is so awesome. God.
It's all coming together.
Fighting alongside with the dragon.
Yeah.
So many things happen.
What
Yeah,
the
right. The dragon's
fuck?
presence is incredible. All right, so many things happen there. Let's start to break it down. Just starting with the basic attack.
That
We'll start
looked
right at the
very
beginning.
slow.
Yeah, so the basic attacks are pretty normal. He's actually manifesting his Dao into these like fiery, magical projectiles that he's shooting out. So there's not a whole lot going on with those that is especially special until we
Wing
start
Chun.
getting into the passive, and that's where things get interesting.
Well, then let's get into the passive.
New
Let's not keep them
bug in
waiting.
next
All right, so
patch,
as you can see there, right
Chad.
above his
Whenever you
character
can
portrait,
upgrade
he
something, it's
does
gonna
have his
flash and you're gonna
passive
get
meter, and so
epilepsy.
you can see that
Hope you're
it's lighting up
excited.
a little bit. We'll get into the specifics of what it does, but you can see that Jade segment popped off on the side there. That's how
Yeah.
you know your passive is ready to go. So Yu Huang's passive is called Master of the Dao. And so how that works is you've got 12 segments in this passive meter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you hit 6 segments, which you can gain and lose Dao by doing various
Sushi time,
things,
baby.
your abilities and
Let's
basic
go.
attacks become attuned. He becomes attuned to the Dao. So there's a lot of different
He
effects
stacks
that
when
you'll
he
see throughout
misses
the kit
the
that
enemy?
change whether or not you are attuned. And the first one of those effects has to do with his basic attacks. So if you are ever over 6 Dao, your basic attacks will chain once to the nearest enemy. And they do reduce damage to that second enemy. But it's pretty good for lane clear, pretty good for jungle clear. It's just a nice little spicy thing to add to his basic attacks.
That
And this
looks
happens
fun. You can play
whenever
ping pong.
you're over 6 Dao. And
That
it
looks
does
fun.
not cost any Dao to use these auto attacks.
It's awesome that it works on both like enemy players, but also on the jungle camps and the lane minions. That's awesome.
Yeah, so to go into a little bit more how you actually gain this Dao,
Free
there are
Odyssey
2
spell?
ways to gain it
Yeah,
through your
true.
passive, and then a couple of other ways throughout his kit. But the first way is you just get one every 15 seconds. So every 15 seconds, you will see that he will get 1 more Dao. The second
Okay.
way is if you take a look at the passive meter, there's a nice big Jade emblem in the middle. You can see it's glowing right now.
Yeah.
But if you hit someone or you are hit, it goes off. You only get 1 Dao though if you hit someone from out of combat. So if you're not fighting anyone for 3 seconds,
Oh,
you
out
haven't
of
hit
combat.
or been hit within 3 seconds, you will get 1 more Dao.
Okay.
Out of combat, it's 3
So
seconds?
it's kind of a resource management, kind of something you have to watch out for and pay attention to.
That's good to know.
And I'm
I thought it
sure
was
that'll
10
affect
seconds or
other
something.
abilities, so let's get right into them with
3
ability
seconds.
1, Flames
Damn.
of the Phoenix.
Yeah, so this is a very interesting take
Polly?
on a poke tool. This is a brand new shape. Never seen the shape before.
Ooh.
It's got an X and a circle. So you can see here with this targeter, the first thing that's going to happen is where all those arrows are on that X,
Yeah.
you're going to have cinders spawn there. And those are going to be pretty nice pillars of flame. They're going to all collide together in the center. And when that
He leaves
happens,
some sort of
there's a big
DOT on the
explosion,
ground?
and then a field of fire right in that center circle area.
And the symbol of the phoenix.
And the Phoenix, I was about to say, pops up right in the center.
Yeah, so that actually lets you know when
DLT,
the ability
okay.
is attuned. So if you were to ever
Really?
get above 6 Dao, when you fire it, an enemy will know that it has been attuned when you see that Phoenix. So normally, no Phoenix attuned, there is a Phoenix in there. And to kind
okay.
of talk a little bit more about how the damage is broken down on this one, if you
Yeah, that makes sense, Bossman.
if you get hit by the projectile,
Chad,
of the
I really
cinders
need
coming
to
from the
take a
center,
horse.
That's a little bit
I'll
of
be right back.
damage. There's an explosion coming from the when all of them collide, and then there's a burn coming from that field of flames.
And if you're attuned, you'll also have your magical protections reduced.
Yes, so if you step into that explosion, the explosion damage is what is actually doing the protection reduction. If you are just in the burn and you don't get hit by that initial explosion, your protections are just the same.
Got it, yeah, and it consumes your Dao to hit them with. That's awesome.
Yes, so every ability that does take Dao takes 6 Dao. So you'll always know that you can do at least 2 abilities if
Yeah.
you're at full. There are, again, still more ways to get back Dao. So if you happen to be weaving in basic attacks, staying in and out of combat, and doing those kind of actions, you can get to, 3 abilities enhanced during a fight. It just really depends on the player that's going to be doing it and how well they've mastered attuning to the Dao.
I love when the theme of the actual god plays in the kit so much, and that'll be really cool to see both in those really heated team fights where you're just gonna have to choose what 2 abilities do I want to use my Dao on, but also and the poke game, because you can really be concise about when you throw your auto attacks, when you use that Dao to play into maybe poking
I didn't
your
miss anything.
opponent out of lane. That's really cool.
They're
If you
still
pace
using the
yourself,
first
take your
ability.
time, reset, build that Dao back up before the next fight.
Yeah,
You're going to be a lot
Dao?
more effective than if you just come in there.
Yeah. So really, I mean, again, have to exercise that patience, that emperor-like patience.
Well, ability 2 is going to make you also want to be patient if you're going to want to get its full effects.
Well, let's get into ability 2, Dao Cultivation.
So in this one,
Yo,
this
thank
is
you,
really
Seven.
the biggest point where you can gain the most
that's a
Dao
delayed,
at once.
but
So
thank
Dao
you, man.
Cultivation
Thank you
is
so much.
basically a charging ability, and the longer you stay in it, the more Dao that you get up to a cap. So you can
man.
see there, the targeter is straight
Thank
out,
you
and
so
once
much.
it gets colored in, that's when you've gotten your first Dao. But there's a lot of nice visual and audio sound effects that are going to be coming in to let you know when you've hit your cap of 6 Dao per ability cast. You can see actually in his passive meter that the slots start filling up red.
Yeah.
So that starts showing you how much Dao you will gain when you fire it. You cannot get any Dao unless you fire it. So for instance, if you were to get canceled out of this, you wouldn't lose the cooldown, you wouldn't lose
Dao,
the mana,
by the way?
you would just need to
Dao
charge
cultivation.
Dao. But
Yeah.
you can fire it early. You don't have to sit there and wait for the Dao to gain all the way up to 6. You can fire it early. There is a slight bit of reduced damage.
The classic
if you fire
lane
it
clear
really
ability.
well, so you want to make sure you're holding on to it for just the right amount of time before sending it off.
Yeah.
You fire it before 1 second, you're going to get the reduction. If you wait the full 3 seconds, that's when you get all the Dao. Or you can just keep it charged and just kind of hold it for the right time.
Exactly.
And then this ability is going to do damage in the center narrow projectile area. Then the projectile itself, its wake of energy explodes out, causing a second effective damage in a wider area and rooting the gods in the area. So this is also what his primary CC is.
Yes, he's got a slow on the center rectangle, and on the outside is a root. So really the slow is just there to help you guarantee the root. If you hit that really thin skill shot, you will almost certainly guarantee the root unless they're on the very edge of the outer rectangle.
Yeah.
That's
And
kind of
again,
cool.
I love
okay.
Jade as a look, it's just so.
And Nisa will like this
pleasing
dude?
to me personally,
Yeah.
And the amount of it that's worked into these abilities. I mean, the green in that like
Wait,
center
Chad, look.
projectile before it erupts.
Look
is
top
just
right.
So pleasing
Oh,
to
top
look
left,
at.
I mean.
It's such an
That was not me. That was
all
Hyrus.
An amazing usage aside, I just looking at it. Somebody will hit me.
The fucking Steam notification.
Nice, I don't know. So.
The next ability, which we also
Hyrus forgot to log off Steam.
Unique movement ability is very different. It has a very different feel, very different look. It handles very differently than pretty much anything we've done in Smite before.
Yeah, and it's definitely one that stands out from the others. That's ability 3, Celestial Flight. So let's see.
That's honestly cool.
Flight.
Yes, so in this ability, Yu Huang's actually going to be calling down, I guess calling up the Pearl Dragon from beneath him.
Yeah.
And this use of the Pearl Dragon is actually really interesting as it ties into his lore, because there's a very popular story
Celestial
about
Flight.
the 4
20-second
dragons
cooldown.
of, the rivers in Chinese mythos and how they came to be. So this is like that origin story kind of mixed in here. So the Pearl Dragon was really the first dragon to call upon the Emperor when the people
CC
were
immunity?
thirsty in need of
What the
water.
fuck?
There was a big drought. And so the Pearl Dragon went to the Jade Emperor and said, hey, we need water for the people. And the Jade Emperor said, okay, well,
Smite playing predecessor, okay.
imperial duties that I have to get to. But eventually the dragon...
Wait, oh, I don't...
Yu Huang was not too pleased with him going over his imperial
This is
authority.
what I meant by
So
the kid
to
looks
punish
slow.
them, he basically changed the 4 dragons into
This
the
part
4
does.
major Chinese rivers.
Huh. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Well,
so the one that we have featured in the game
It
is
might
the
be
Pearl
low
Dragon, the
accurate,
Pearl
but
River.
it doesn't look fun.
And yeah, look at that. I mean, the Pearl Dragon coming out of the ground, lifting him straight on up and coming on down as well. So what you're seeing here is the attuned effect of this ability, where the Pearl Dragon actually comes back down with you and kind of swoops around there on the ground and knocks people away.
What this is actually a slow-moving
That's okay. A knock away is cool, but it seems
so
slow.
It's kind of like a juke more than a leap. You get a relatively long window of untargetability and CC immunity, but you don't really gain that much extra distance or speed.
Yeah.
You cannot use this.
I don't know. It seems like a boring ability, if I'm being honest.
Player-made walls. And then upon landing,
That seems so
you deal
boring.
Bonus damage, just damage in that circle, and with the attuned effect, you're going to get damage in it.
There could have been so many other things.
Right there.
I mean, the
And another
ability is
small
cool
piece of
like
control
that,
that's
but
actually super cool about this ability is if you're up in the air, you're actually able to refire it by pressing
I don't
the
know,
button
what do you
again or
guys
by
think?
left-clicking to go down faster.
It's
So you
kinda
have
cool,
complete
but-
control of how much time you spend in the air, whether that's the max amount, whether that's the minimum amount, or somewhere in between.
You like
Whenever
it?
you need to get back down, you're going to be able to.
Yeah, that's awesome for both
Seems
control
elegant.
and, you know, if you're
I
using it
suppose.
offensively or defensively, right? 'Cause if you're trying to, you know, use some Dow, get that knock up, then you can really just rain down on your enemies. But if you're like, all right, I got to get out of here, Odin just put up a wall, you can just kind of glide right over and enjoy the max duration of that immunity. That's really, really cool to see. And just, again, very aesthetically pleasing.
Changes to with damage. And you can cancel it, true.
Piece of imagery that
A hidden stand switcher.
like you said,
Classic Smite.
Yeah, definitely a little bit less of a movement ability and more of an outplay safety
It
ability.
is
like you
unique
see out
though.
of, like,
Yeah, you
Chonga
guys are right.
or Robin too. It's definitely going to be used in that way.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how it's used because, again, just such a powerful ability even just
I don't
to
know.
look at.
Not
So
my
that
kind of
moves
thing,
us,
at least.
Of course, to the ult, which I'm super excited about us getting a closer look at. This ult is called Dueling Dragons.
And that they do. When you use his ultimate ability, Yu Huang summons the Pearl Dragon once more, but he also creates a dragon out of his own Dao. So you'll see here how there's two different dragons showing up. The one that's next to him is made out of this beautiful jade energy. It's shining, it's sparkling, it's gorgeous. The art team absolutely knocked it out of the park with this.
Share up this ult.
So impressed with how that visually looks. But yeah, you got your two dragon
From
buddies,
two sides at
and
once.
You basically have a hinged line targeter. So how this works is the faraway dragon from you, the Pearl Dragon, doesn't actually move, but what you can do is you can aim the line in different directions, and yeah, just, I mean, look at that.
That's amazing.
That's so sick. He's scary, but he's also cool.
The like power stance.
Yeah, right. The sparkling effect is incredible too. Just that shimmering.
And he has CC immunity in his ult
Profile of
too,
the
so he has
dragons, too, like that is
double
awesome.
CC
And you can see
immunity.
here they're going to crash together, and then a big explosion at the end.
Oh, that's cool. They kind of like fade as they finish their fight. That's awesome. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so if you're hit with this ability
Did
on
he? Wait,
either
did
line, you will get pushed to the center, wherever that center
Oh
may be.
yeah, he's
So
fucking
see that
T-posing when he.
circle is where they'll end
Yeah.
up. And that circle's
Guys.
not always there. So if you are spread apart or you pull the lines too far apart, they do have a max distance that each of them go, but you start pretty well within it. So if you want that extra explosion damage, you can have it, but you're not stuck to
It's kind of
that,
like Set's ability and then not really. That's an interesting concept. It's kind of unique.
Whatever you need to do and make one really long line of push if you absolutely wanted to.
That's really awesome.
So he can push people toward him and push away from him with this. And you know, we've always wanted to experiment with an ability that spawns something further away that comes back to you.
Yeah.
We've never really done that before. So here you can get this ultimate. You get a lot of either long range poke or potentially even some control. You could kind of pluck someone out of the opposing lineup.
Kinda cool.
You can also use it to peel for
But
yourself. So if someone's right up on
I feel like
right up
gods
on your face,
nowadays
you
are
can
just so
face,
fucking
you can
complex.
push them away.
I can't be asked to learn them.
Damage as well.
You know?
And it's like can also kind of function as just a ranged skill shot where
can't
you
be
have
asked.
some very interesting
Maybe I'm
tools
lazy.
on it that you don't normally get.
Am I lazy?
on a mage.
Yeah, as for showing up here, one of the
Maybe
ways
you guys
that
want
a
to
lot of
learn him.
playtesters have been using
I feel
it
like
is
I'm
to
just
push
gonna
their
play
opponent
whatever I've
out of
already
their
been
tower.
playing.
So if you're hiding into the tower against Yu Huang, you better be ready for this one.
It's easier.
Right, you aren't safe there.
It's just
You
easier.
do have a significant amount of time where the dragon will spawn before
Okay.
it can fire. So if go ahead and move perpendicularly to him to try to evade it.
Yeah,
you
I
can
thought so.
certainly do that. There's a lot of reactivity time. But we give Jade Emperor a little bit of time here where he can choose where he's aiming it, but it force him to refire. You cannot cancel it.
He's not really
Once
complicated.
You enter the state, you're gonna shoot it.
I mean,
so it's just
considering
up to you to
how
make
his
that shot
passive
in the time you
works
have, before the
and the ways that you use the different abilities
Yes,
and the way
one
that
last
you
thing to talk
have
about
different
with this
CCs
ability
to
is what
keep
happens
them
when
inside
it's
your other
tuned.
CCs.
So when Yu
Take a
Huang
character
is a
like
tuned and
Ni
uses Dueling
or Ao
Dragons,
Kuang, for
he
example.
gets to have
They
a
are very,
wider
very
projectile,
plain and
so
very
half of
simple.
the
This
dragon's
guy has a
shape,
lot more
rather, is
complexity
wider.
than
And,
those kind of
pretty
gods.
significantly so. So if you would like to push more people, hit more people with this, then by all means make sure you're attuned before
I wouldn't
you
say
use
they
it,
need to be
and,
simple,
get to fighting.
but every god that comes out nowadays just feels bloated.
Basic attacks, the 1, the 3, and the 4, and the 2 is also a killer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you consume it upon firing this as well. Everything gets consumed and has to be regained.
I don't know. Maybe this is what makes the characters interesting to play.
And like you said, 3 ways to gain it, 3 ways to use it.
That's
Easy to
incredible.
play, hard to
Just
master.
To see that utility throughout
Could be
the
like that.
entire kit, it gives
Yeah,
you
like
so
Scylla,
much
for
to
example.
work with, so many
She's
different
so
ways you
simple
can
as well.
handle using
The most
Dao,
complex
for
thing you
attuning
do
your
about Scylla
abilities, like,
is that you're
I'm
able to
excited
press her
to
2
see
once,
fights
or
because
twice I mean, and you're able to press her 3 twice as well. That's the
you can
most
even
complex
just throw
thing.
it out there and push a tank off to the side. You know, you have a clear shot at their damage. It's just so many different ways.
But this fucking guy,
it's going to be incredible to see this. And I love
You
seeing
need
the
to be a
community
fucking
take somebody with as
rocket
many
science
options
expert
available to them as this new god
to play this guy optimally.
and make up new
You know?
plays. And you know, I think we're going to see a lot of that with this. Oh, that's incredible.
You might have a skill,
I'm
a
so
skill,
excited to see what
high skill gap.
This is
Yeah, I think I get what
been
you're
a
saying.
really awesome experience for me, having the ability to design.
But even like
such an awesome
even Ula
conference
has,
with my
and
first
Ula is
one.
very
Like, I can't
simple,
even express,
despite being a stand switcher.
How insane this turned out! Like the art team nailed it, the programming team nailed it, the tech art team. I mean, I could name countless people that helped with this process to make Yu Huang come out as smoothly and as
He looks
awesome
cool.
as he did. To be
Yeah.
frank, I mean, this guy is just sick. I will be playing him a lot when he.
Right.
It's a really magical moment to see your
Okay.
first god design come to life. I mean, so magical that some people even wear a sweatshirt that has that god on it for forever. So, wait, are we have voice packs or recolor skins or something to show?
Yeah, we have some recolor skins we can look at. But yeah,
Oh.
I mean, let's Lermy, congratulations. That is super exciting. I know there are so many people that work on these, but I mean, you're here with us today, and I just have to shout out your first one. So.
Yeah, it's so incredible, honestly. I remember playing this game and coming home from school every day, being really excited to watch Hinduman and Adonis on the SPL cast,
Yeah.
and like, I'm here. Making the thing.
You
That's
did,
crazy.
yeah.
Doing the work.
And of course, I have to ask, do you think you're gonna get him to level 10 probably, or?
Channeling is
that's
too
not,
slow?
Is that a question? Are you asking,
On
are you
his,
asking me?
obviously.
Are you asking me if I'm
Ultimate?
getting the new God Diamond? Of
No,
course.
I just, you know. Just
On his
chill.
ultimate, do you think?
Oh yeah, I know. It'll be like what? I'll be 3 a.m. I'll see a Twitter post that was like day 1. So you are a monster with that. It's always incredible to me. Yeah. So we also have the mastery skins available. So and you know all the other skins that we'll be releasing with it. So let's hop into that. We'll start off with
let's
Rising
take a
Bao
look.
Yu Huang, which is going to be the standard recolor released with it.
All right, this card art has a really cool story behind it. So,
Ooh, lay it on.
Why is he
once
here
upon a
in
time,
the ocean?
Yu Huang had a daughter, and so this daughter wanted to go visit Earth, and so one day she did. She came down from the heavens and went to take a bath in a river. But a cowherd came along, and this cowherd fell instantly in love with her. So he took her magical robes that allowed her to go back to heaven, so she could no longer go back to heaven. But one day, Yu Huang found out about this, and he was pretty mad about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, his daughter was happy. His daughter was in love. They eventually got married, so he permitted it for the time. But one day, Yu Huang's daughter got curious, found the robe, went back to heaven, and as soon as she came back to heaven, Yu Huang created the Milky Way galaxy as a river in the sky. And that is the river that you're seeing here that's keeping her away from her cowherd husband.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh,
it is beautiful art.
Yeah, that is incredible.
I mean, that's really cool though, but
teal green
the law
type of,
is just
as opposed
so
to his
fucking out of
base
this
clothing
world.
is very white and beige, but with jade accents. But this is actually, you know,
Guys,
the
the more I
cloth is
hear
jade
these
as well.
like wicked
in this
stories, the less I
This will be
start
the one that'll
believing,
be, purchasable through
you know,
favor.
that there's some
So it'll come out.
other
Oh, that
power.
looks good.
He's kind of
Fuck,
like
that
Al
looks
Quantum.
nice.
Oh,
like
yes,
the-
it does
little
look
red
That
like
looks
that.
really
I
good.
like that. It's like a little nod to him. The darker twist. So he's got the reds and the blue greens in on the clothing, as you see.
Honestly, just brown and green works so fucking
much.
well
You can
together.
See the details and all the patterning. Man, it really stands out.
Yes.
It really does. One important thing to note, though,
That
that I do
looks
want to
fucking
pull
nice.
here is that the dragons in this skin and
Fucking
the upcoming
what?
Ascended skin,
Yeah,
that we're doing with
exactly,
that,
Kira.
they're also
Exactly.
recolored.
Ooh, love it when
So
we do
nice
that.
little big bonus there for anyone who does get this skin and the Ascended skin. You're gonna have some nice looking dragons as well.
Yeah, and
That's
we have a Yu Huang voice line that we can hear with this. So let's go ahead and hear that.
Evil has taken hold of this land. It shall be rooted out and expelled by my hand.
The voice actor for this, Corey Yee, did such an amazing job. He's also in a
It is
bunch
really
of other
good.
skins that we have in Smite, but this is his first time
Dow.
as a god, which is so incredible. One of the
By
most
the way.
notable skins that he's done is Iroh Bacchus. So
Oh wow.
Iroh, now the Jade Emperor as well.
That's a skilled voice actor right
big
there.
hitters, yeah, and it sounds incredible too. Like you definitely you hear the conviction and that calmness, that steadiness in the voice. So it's super impressive voice acting job and a super great skin. Yeah, let's check out. I mean, like you said, let's check out the Ascended.
Oh
Yu
god,
Huang.
look at the shape on the side
I'm a
of
big fan
him.
of this one.
Look at the shape.
I agree.
Like
So
depending
it
on
looks
which
really
way you
great on
turn,
him.
it
And
turns
we
into
have the meditation pose, which I think is
it
very
turns the
fitting.
entire shape
Definitely
around.
wanted
It's
to
so
get that
weird.
into one of the card arts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is from when he went to go do his trials in the cave, the 3200.
It's really
trials that
fucking
just
weird,
took
Chad.
millions of years. Yeah, that's him doing
Just that, yeah.
Because it looks like one way, but then if you
So
turn, then it's
awesome.
this
The
way
lore, like,
and this
that's
way.
another thing that I love. Every time we get to do one of these, you just
This-
learn the lore.
Colors.
It's like
So
the pattern
nice.
in the
This one
Golden
is- this
City.
one's my favorite.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
this might be
Remember
the
when I looked at
winner.
it?
Yeah.
The
circle?
purples and the
This is the
pinky
pattern.
tones there, and the blue with the black too. I mean,
And
that's all
It turns the
winners.
I love all
perspective of the
highlights.
entire pattern.
Like the clouds, how they stand out, they kind of like shine a little more.
Guys.
Absolutely glorious. Striking, I think, is the best way to say it. Whew. All right, so obviously we also have the mastery
Glorious.
skins for, Yu Huang. So let's. That's so pretty.
And once again, this has another lore reference of him summoning the dragon from the river. So
Yeah.
again, the
yes,
dragon's
you see
coming
the
right on out of the
connection
river.
here.
And
Well,
being
you
shown off on the
can.
card art.
Yeah.
The story
You don't
is
have
hidden
to.
for you in so many different places if you know what to look for.
If Musty has to ask this question.
Lore tidbit.
Okay.
So.
Fuck.
We really, he has
Right.
a lot of text.
Oh, thank you,
just
Sherman.
about him.
Welcome in, man.
The lore is incredible. There's so much. Just the journey to the west alone is an extremely long epic tale where
Wow.
Jade Emperor is mentioned hundreds, thousands of times.
That looks
in it,
good.
so- as well as tons of other folklore
Also,
stories.
good
and
choice
even
to
ones
keep
that,
this
blur into
same
actual
color.
history
That looks
for the Jade
nice.
Emperor. So we really tried to draw on as many of those as we could.
And it shows. I think that it shows all over the kit.
Damn, he has big
And
hands,
The
actually.
gold and blue. Oh, the black.
Oh my
the
goodness.
black. That's always so good to look at.
And just Jade remaining Jade, because that just fits
Looks
a lot better than
nice.
So
turning it
stunning
gold
with
or
the
something.
contrast.
Wow.
So nice. I mean, you really can't replace the jade in the
No.
Jade Emperor, so it's got to be there. But it
Yeah.
looks so nice.
I was about to say,
The,
yeah.
the jade, the smaller jade elements on his armor was also left away from the mastery recoloring. Which I
Fuck,
think
it
was wise.
pops.
It's
Oh,
gonna be me on
bold.
Tuesday.
Yeah, there you are.
That pops so much. It looks
On,
fucking amazing.
okay, I think it'll be like probably
Good
Wednesday
job
at
on the
3 in
diamond
the
skin for
morning.
sure.
Yeah, probably. I don't
Sounds
think I'll
bigger
be
than
able
his
to
head.
get it that fast.
You,
But
Yeah,
you'll
isn't
have it
it-
down one day. I think like
hopefully
2 or 3 more
Warwick will get
gods.
this one too.
Poggies, my
Whew,
doggies.
what a patch show, huh?
What a
Man, that
patch
was a
show.
big
Oh
one.
my gosh. So yeah, I'm
made
thirsty.
it?
That was a lot of talking. I'm gonna sound like a frog tomorrow, and that was all worth it, and I love doing every second of it. Thank y'all for coming out. What an incredible amount of content that we just went over, you know? I mean, between the nerfening, between the cool new content coming, between our amazing streamers, different accessories that are coming into the game, and all those skins. I just check out the patch notes. You know, you're gonna see all kinds of content in there. I mean,
And
all
don't
that
forget
stuff
the
we
new
went over.
schedule. PTS this Friday, live next Tuesday.
Yes, so
That's
it'll be,
it.
It's gonna be so
yeah,
Be able
well-
to play all this stuff very soon.
Yeah, and keep an eye on
'Kay.
Twitter. We have a new schedule that we're working with
PTS
now,
this
and we've
Friday,
talked about it
okay.
a little bit. There's a blog out about it right now, but we'll be releasing more info to make sure that everybody knows exactly what this schedule looks like, and we're super excited to share it with y'all.
Yo.
Thank y'all all for coming out. Look
This
out for
music.
PTS. That'll be we'll be sending out info about that really soon, and we look forward to seeing y'all literally 6 days from now. Start the countdown. Get ready for all of the content you just saw today. So I've been Titan Dandy. Thank you, AJ and Lermy. It's been amazing, and y'all have a beautiful evening. See ya.
Thank you guys.
No, we can't hear that. We're not allowed to listen to that, or we'll get DMCA'd. Well, that was interesting. Actually cool patch. The fuck? I think the thing that I'm most excited for is all the nerfs that they're doing now. That's gonna be a really good change. Hopefully. What is this? Wait, what the fuck is going on? Why is Ymir not in the middle? Okay, well, my stuff is bugging, clearly, but... yeah. Thank you guys for coming by. I'm gonna head off for tonight. It's been live for nearly 10 hours. So I'm gonna chill for the rest of the evening. But I will see you. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe I'm gonna take the day off. I don't really know yet. If I do, I'll let you know on Discord. Chances are I'm not going to, but just in case, I'll let you know on Discord, okay? And otherwise, I'll see you Friday. Tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. And I guess before I go, I could see if there's someone we could go and raid. Let me just take a look. Either Glorious or BMT. Okay, here it is. No! Chad, look! Fucking BMT is just about to end. What is Leaf doing? What are you doing?
Thanks for hanging out, guys. Your Daddy Frost. Go tell Frost
he's Huang.
We're just about to fucking go.
He's Huang. Tell him he's Huang.
Go say Frost. You Huang.
Yu
Yo,
Huang.
Smiskin. We just we're squealing here, dude. You just missed got a nice squealing adventure, dude.
What the fuck was that?
Was your right hand doing that? No, it wasn't what my right hand was doing.
For
okay,
fuck's sake. Well, they're raiding anyway. Let's go to someone else then.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck
all
was that?
All right, Snort, say your goodbyes.
See you.
Jesus Christ, man. That was scuffed. That was scuffed. Well, I guess we'll go to Glorious instead then. Glorious is fucking awesome. I'm not sure how much more he's gonna be on today. But I'm sure he would appreciate a raid, so let's just go to him, okay? Let's go and show him some love. Okay. Alright. I'll see you guys. I'm gonna start the raid, and then I'm gonna jump off. Oh. He's doing Elden Ring like we've been doing as well. Alicia? Was that you? I don't know if he's about to do spoilers or something. I don't know if I want to watch this. Yo, he's on the character that I haven't been able to own. What is he summoning? Is he summoning fucking a mimic tier? A copy of the enemy? Or what? He's getting owned though. Anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Or I'll see you Friday.